Superb. All right, hello guys. Welcome to a very special episode of CHEBS, because Grumpy Grognard Gaming is 2 years old today.
Hooray!
Hooray! I wanted to get some of those little, like, I don't know even what they're called, but the things you blow and they unravel and make a noise. Special episode of CHEBS. Couldn't find any.
Oh, the party streamer things.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I couldn't find any, so denied. But yeah, we've been going for 2 years now, and that's pretty cool.
Doesn't seem it.
No, it doesn't, does it? But yeah, our first one was 18th of September 2 years ago, and we're closing in on the 1,000. Considering that we don't tend to do a lot of the drama, and we don't use words like scandal, and we're not Irish ladies and stuff. We're doing all right. We're going to get that 1,000 eventually. It's only a matter of time. Kevin got the notification for a change. Hurrah! So yeah, 2 years. I mean, Carl is joining us today because Carl has, guested on quite a few episodes, and he was just like, "Yeah, do you mind if I join in?"
Yo,
no, not at all. And we've even got like a little Night Lord avatar for him. So which I did not draw. I've done some sketches, but this isn't mine. I found this on Google and just deleted the background because that's my new thing, Carl. I can make PNGs now, and I'm like, whoa. Levels of professionalism have gone up by at least 2%. So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
Won't be long before Games Workshop are buying your animation skills.
Quite, absolutely. I don't know. I think I've given up on getting hired by GW again. Maybe it was just not meant to be. Even though I live just literally 10 minutes away from GW, Warhammer World, I could just walk down there, just camp outside and be like, "Look, give me a job. I'm not going anywhere." But I get the feeling they let me die.
I just thought of that John Boyega thing. You know when he was talking about Disney Plus. You ain't gonna Warhammer Plus me. No,
that's it exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that we'd get on these days, to be honest. Bless them, GW. It's quite a different world out there. So yeah, what I thought we'd do. I mean, obviously, we're going to discuss any kind of news and stuff that's gone on and bits and pieces, but also we are just opening the floor. It's an ask us anything contribution from the our watchers and listeners and our subscribers. So if you have got any burning questions out there, chuck them in, and we will answer those. What I also have for the guys, they don't know about this, but I also have a ranking set up for Imperial faces. For
you have to be careful how you say that.
There's nothing wrong with a good ranking, Matt. I'll have you know. But yeah, we
just in the privacy of your own home.
That's it, exactly. Yeah. Well, secrets amongst friends is fine. But yeah, I've grabbed a load of face captures off of the GW website, and we'll do a ranking of those throughout the stream. Some are worse than others. We've got Superb, A, B, C, and Fugly.
Is that Nork Dead Dog I see at the bottom there?
Sorry?
Is that Nork Dead Dog I see at the bottom there?
It may well be. It may well be. This is the Imperial edition, so we have just got Imperial faces. But then that means we've got a few.
All I'm seeing is a whole row of courtiers.
There's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in there, and some of them I've got to say, as I was going through, I was like, look, that face isn't that bad. That one's not too bad. And then some of them I've like, have you ever seen a face in your life? So we've got that as a backup, just in case this all goes wrong and nobody asks us any questions, guys, because it get kind of embarrassing. But yeah, 2 years anniversary, just a celebration. It's been a lot of fun doing this channel. As I say, the whole idea behind it was just to do something different and to give that veteran hobbyist perspective. There's other channels out there that do various things. You've got obviously Valrak, who does the super happy I love GW, I get loads of rumours, which is fine. You've got Discourse, which does the everything's a scandal, everything's horrible. Look at my latest sponsor. Yeah, kind of an outrage type thing. And I wanted to do something in between. I wanted to basically call GW to account when they think that they do something that I don't like, which is quite frequent, unfortunately. But also to celebrate 40k when it does stuff that we do like, or Warhammer, you know, with the Horus Heresy and stuff like that. Whilst also shedding light on other systems that are out there with our Where Next to Conquer series, where, you know, I'll just pick a different game system and just, you know, give it a chance. And I'll have one of those coming up on one-page rules soon, because they're doing a plastic starter set that looks like it might be quite intriguing. Because at the end of the day, this is a hobby that we all love. We all love painting, playing with these miniatures, and the hobby has changed a lot over the years, and in some ways not for the better. Hey, I'm celiac. I don't get cake. If I don't get cake, you don't get cake. The cake is a lie. And you don't want gluten-free cake, trust me. It's disgusting.
I don't even know why I turn up.
It's horrific.
We'll sneak in cake later.
Yeah, it's in the post, honestly. Might turn up a bit flat. But yeah, that's it really. That's what Grumpy Grognard Gaming is. You know, it is just us sharing our hobby, sharing our passion for the hobby, and nothing more than that, while having the advantage of not being influenced, particularly in one way or the other. Strange enough, GW are not bending over themselves to send us stuff or anything like that. And being
Shock
a smaller,
horror.
I know, right? And being a smaller channel, you know, we haven't had anything like that. And I'm not looking to, you know, I'm not going to be having like a night bot on here saying, look, you know, give us super chats or my kids don't eat or anything like that. I'm not here for any of that stuff.
You mean spiders? Your spiders don't eat.
Thankfully, my tarantulas are very cheap to feed. They eat every couple of weeks, and they have like a locust or a mealworm each, and they're quite happy. But yeah,
just an irritating person off the street.
Yeah, you know, well, there's plenty of homeless in Nottingham too. Just you invite them around. Strange enough, with offers of cake, you say, "Oh, I've got cake back up mine. Do you fancy cake?" They come back.
Still get a little bit of Hellraiser.
And then, yeah, exactly, that's it. Yeah, and then I unleash the.
We have such cakes to show you.
I unleash the eight-legged horde on them. But yeah. I mean, thanks for joining us, guys. As I say, if you do have any questions, then you know, chuck them in the chat. We will probably answer them, unless the guys are too shy, but I'm sure they won't be. Let's have a look at this ranking system then. So I'm going to start from the bottom. So the first one we've got here, and this one's quite a good one, I think, is the old. Oh God, what's the space? This guy's name? Help!
Can't see it.
Help me out.
Oh, there we go.
It's in the stream. What's his name? Ulrich. Is it Ulrich?
Ulrich the Slayer.
Ulrich the Slayer.
Kaiser.
Yeah, the Kaiser. So I mean, again,
Kaiser Wilhelm.
Get stuck in the chat as well, guys. What do you think? But I think this is a pretty decent face from GW.
I think the moustache is doing a lot of heavy lifting to hide the CAD.
It's a structural moustache. So yeah, okay. So I think personally, I think this is actually an A. I think this is really quite a good one. So I'm going to
it's not bad.
I'm going to stick him up in A. We have a question from Kevin. And he says, okay, what's your perfect Sunday? Matt, first. Your perfect Sunday, dude. Inspiring stuff. Inspiring. I'm so inspired.
Not hobby related. I don't know, because it's
we'll pass the watershed. So you can make it raunchy if you want to, dude. You know.
My Sundays, my parenting days, and the wife gets a day off, so I'm kind of like, I can't really say not parenting, because then I seem to be like a bit of a prick. So, less parenting. Like a bit of partial prick instead. I tell you what, actually enjoying playing Games Workshop stuff or any kind of gaming with my child is good. She seems to like Mario Kart at the moment on the Switch too, so that's the result.
Okay, yeah,
I'm going to try Kill Team with her as well. See if I can get her into Kill Team, because that's not too.
Yeah, you said you was going to try and get her into Kill Team. I mean, it doesn't seem that difficult to play.
No.
You know, I mean, GW seem to be doing their best to make it difficult to play in many ways, unfortunately. purely from the breadth of the different kill teams and all that special rules and all that kind of stuff, per usual. But yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, that's not bad, I guess, for those with little ones and families. Carl, your perfect Sunday. I'm going to presume this involves playing World of Warcraft somewhere online.
Probably in the evening, but yeah, throughout the day, building yet another dreadnought.
Of course, you can never have enough dreadnoughts, ever.
I've gone past 100.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're talking like 30 years of dreadnoughts here, like over 30 years of dreadnoughts.
That's not quite a Lee Marshall and Titan territory, but doing all right.
No, it's not. But I do feel like we need to get that Aragorn video out. You know, it's an army bred for one purpose: to destroy the world of men.
When Horus Heresy was first announced, and we looked at the rights of war, and there was one called Fury of the Ancients, where you could take an army just of dreadnoughts, basically, with a praetor. And it was the only army I could field right away for Horus Heresy.
Oh wow! Straight out the gate, yeah.
Yeah, I can field dreadnoughts in tactical squads.
Jesus. Absolutely horrific.
It's just because I really enjoy them in the lore and I really like the models. There's not been a dreadnought I don't particularly like.
Okay. Cool.
Even the Saturnine dreadnought, I still kind of like it. I think it's a cool dreadnought.
Yeah, I think it's too big and not Horus Heresy looking enough. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll be honest with you. For me, my perfect Sunday would probably be just chilling out all day playing board games, or war games of whichever of some description, and then copious amounts of alcohol down the pub listening to metal with my mates.
We did that as well. That was a good weekend.
In all honesty, yeah, that's
he just wants to relive it.
Pretty damn good, and not ending up in hospital. I mean, that'd be
that'd be nice. That'd be an upgrade.
Mystery swollen face and not knowing how I got there. That bit would be good as well. So yeah, that'd be pretty good Sunday for me. Right, let's grab another face. I want to grab this one. Right. I don't know if there's a way to get these to come up larger. Can you see it? It'll take a second to update on the stream. What do we think of this one? This is one of the Cadian faces. I've got to be honest, I didn't think this was great. It's kind of...
Let's play the game of Games Workshop. Have you made a model that looks like they've just stepped in shit?
yeah, kind of. I mean...
basically all of the Ultramarines, that one, they've all got they're all pulling a face that looks like they've just stepped in dog shit. I
mean, I've got to think this isn't awful, but it's not great. I'm thinking
it's not one of their worst.
I'm thinking around about B for this one. I think it's not too bad. There is much worse out there, much worse. So let's chuck that one in B. Right. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have those ridiculous like forehead indents that some of them seem to have.
Yeah, and I feel like it does depend on which sculpture you're getting as to whether or not these look half decent or whatever. Right. Okay. So this one I don't think it's going to fare so well. It's Pat Butcher, the Blood Angels Apothecary.
It's the hair that's bad. That's the worst part of it.
I don't think this is a good face. It's very. I mean, it's.
Oh no! It's not Pat Butcher. It's the other blonde lady from EastEnders.
Oh, is it? I don't know her name then. I don't watch EastEnders, but yeah, the other one.
Man, I haven't seen it for years. But yeah, as soon as I saw that when it first came out, I was like, oh jeez. It's the bar lady from EastEnders.
I mean,
it's the hair on that one. I think that looks particularly bad.
Yeah, well, the hair's not great.
It looks like leaves.
It's not the worst, but I think this has to go at like the high end of fugly. Like you've got to look at, would I ever choose this head over the helmeted option?
No, that's a helmeted option immediately.
It is, isn't it? So it's got to go in fugly, I think. Okay. Right, let's grab another one. This one is it's a bit older, so I feel like, you know, you need to bear that in mind. But Ethel Stern. Now, I never felt that this was a good head. You know, and I know good head when I when I experience. Oh God. But yeah, I didn't think this was brilliant, if I'm being honest. What are your thoughts, guys? On this
Definitely stepped in shit.
That's a fell over and banged the back of my head banged into a poo face.
Yeah, it's not
No.
great, is it?
No.
I kind of get what they're going for, because they're going for like the whole explosion of like power from underneath kind of thing, which is why a stupid cloak is also flapping about in the wind. But I think this one needs to go at sea. I mean, it's not good. It's certainly not this level. It's pretty bad. It's the smell to fart level, isn't it? It's not great. Now, the next one is one that I ripped the crap out of when it first came out, and it is this Tempesta Sky Lady. One of two ladies in this box set, and it's pretty damn awful, in my opinion, in that it barely looks human. It really does look like there's something wrong with this one, big time. So, what do we reckon on this one, guys? Again, for Fugly, we're sort of like, I would not use this. I don't know what it is, mate. I don't know if it's like a little ponytail at the back, but I mean, it's bad. This is a bad face.
That's a full-on Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
I mean, like, again, if there was any other option, I wouldn't use this. I think this has got to go in Fugly.
Yep.
I think that one has got to go in Fugly. Right. Next, I'm going to pick the one that I swear was modelled on Mike.
Which one?
It's the Cherub.
Which Mike?
Oh, the Mike who's having a good time at the moment.
Best Life Mike.
Best Life Mike. Yeah, exactly. Now, come on, you've got to say, dude, the resemblance is uncanny.
That's superb.
So I can't put this in Fugly. That'd be too harsh.
No.
But at the same time, I can't. The second I saw it, I was like, "Oh my God, that's Mike."
It needs to go in superb just for that.
Okay, let's put it in superb then. Oh, that was a brilliant one. All right, next up, let's grab another one. That one's too easy. Right, it's a slightly older one. This one, because it's actually
It's an older one, but it checks out.
Yeah, exactly. This is an assault marine. So this is at least like 5 years old now, if not more.
Oh, I don't know. Games Workshop haven't released a Space Marine in years.
The
right?
Vanguard squad was one of the last ones they did, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's not that bad. He's actually all right. I put him up with Ulrich. He's actually a pretty solid face.
Yeah, you feeling that? I mean, it's not like amazing, but it looks human. It doesn't look like he steps in poop. He just looks like a space
marine.
marine.
Like Liam Dempsey if you took away his beard.
Before they got the intern to do the faces.
Yeah.
The shaven Liam Dempsey. He did shave his beard off at one point. It was scary. Please don't do that again, Liam. Right. Okay. So.
If I had that kit, I would absolutely use that one.
My partner in crime, Charlene, says the Sisters of Battle look more like the drag queens of battle.
Oh, jeez.
To quote Austin Powers, they do look rather mannish.
I suspect they are rather mannish.
Definitely some suspicious 5 o'clock shadows there. What I would say with the Sisters of Battle is it feels like GW have purposely tried not to make them feminine. And I don't agree with that. I don't think they should all look like models, but I do think they should look like women. And a lot of them don't. They just don't. So it's fine to give them battle scars and that kind of stuff, don't get me wrong, but when they literally look like Ronnie Corbett wearing a wig, I'm just like,
The weird thing is,
maybe something went wrong there.
when they first brought the sisters back out in plastic, like the actual squad, most of that was really, really good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was like, as I said, GW have been on a, I don't want to say crusade, but they've been on a trajectory to not have, you know, the classical sort of high cheekboned kind of model looking woman. None of the models have been, which is, you know, it's fine. Especially when you consider they're in a war ground setting and all that kind of stuff. And there's other manufacturers who do those kind of models if you want. But at the same time, I do kind of expect them to look like women, and a lot of them don't. And in fact, some of them don't even look human.
It's like in the grim darkness of the far future, there are only Uggos.
Kind of. I mean, well, let's pick this one. Here we go. So this should sharpen the stream in just a second. If you told me that was a blood angel, I would believe you. Christ, there's some lag on this. Yeah, some lag on this, man. There you go.
Yeah, it looks like one of Cole's lot.
You know, seriously, if you told me that was a blood angel, I'd be like, yeah, probably. Doesn't really look like a woman at all.
I was about to say, I recognise the armour. It's not Blood Angels.
No, it's not.
It looks.
It's a sister of battle, but I mean, it's just.
It looks like one of the heads from the Eldar Guardian kit. You know, the one from like the mid 2000s.
Oh, what, the one that looks like John Lennon? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, this one isn't necessarily fugly, but this has got to go at C because I think it fails at its mission of looking like a woman.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I hope there's some women ones there that we can put into at least B.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I wouldn't want to come across as sexist or anything like that, you know. But then that's down to GW, not me. So, you know, at the end of the day. Right, okay. So this one is old, so we need to bear that in mind. But I had to put it in there because it really cracked me up. So we'll wait for this to come through. It does occur to me I could just share. Actually, why don't I just share the Discord with you guys? Share the stream, and then you won't have the delay because you've got me talk. You can hear me talking to you guys on the microphone, but you're not seeing the screen at the same time.
Yeah, I've got the stream up, but with the audio muted.
Okay.
Is that a Space Hulk Terminator?
Try that.
No, it's not.
It's
the Blood Angels Terminator kit they released not long after Space Hulk.
And this face is pretty damn awful. I mean, for one sort of thing, is massively oversized for the Terminator suit. It's like massively. But secondly, it's got this really gormless, simple Jack expression on it.
Yeah, they went through a phase of trying to give the Blood Angels fangs, and it looked really stupid.
It really looks dumb. It looks like in the new Red Sonja, there's an actress, and actually it's one of my mate's friends, and she had to wear these horrible false teeth that make her look really quite ugly, even though she's not. And it's kind of like that. I'm thinking C for this. Again, I don't quite put it in fugly, but I think it's a bit of a failure. Or maybe you think it should go in fugly. Everybody can contribute.
I think C's legit.
Yeah, C.
C? Feeling C? Okay. Right. From Michael, we have now got one that I thought was basically Matt. And I just need to find it.
What?
It's not a cherub, don't worry. It's not a cherub.
Is it that bald guy with the X on his forehead?
It really isn't. There it is. McCall. From Gaunt's Ghosts.
Hold on a moment. Is he the bastard?
Is he the bastard? No, that's
Or is he
Liza
the- or-
Q you're thinking of. McCall's the one who took a He's the scout.
Oh, is he the bonkers one?
No, that's Larkin. He's the
I
other
have
scout.
never read Gaunt's Ghosts.
You're
They're not
kidding
bad,
me,
but
dude. They're
as
so
you-
good.
As you can see, for me, it's been a while.
But yeah, the Imperial Guard stuff doesn't really grab me.
They're very, very
gotta
good,
be-
mate. Very good.
That's got to be superb, to be fair.
I feel like you're biased. I think it can go into A.
I feel like you're flattering me.
It's,
That's pretty good.
it's a decent
No,
face.
I say that's a superb. It's a good face. Like
Yeah, it is.
damn.
Again, I say you're biased, but okay. We're a democracy for now. We'll put it in superb.
No, it's feeling more like a managed democracy.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I can't let it go any longer. I need to do it now. Torgadon, the Incredibles character. Where's he going?
Oh, Captain Blado.
He does. He just reminds me of that guy out of the Incredibles. Is it, not the Incredibles. Pixar. Is it Up? With that jaw.
No, do you know who he looks like? Chip Hazard from like the what was the film where they had the like the action figures?
One.
Oh,
Yeah,
Small
did you know
Soldiers. Small
Small
Soldiers.
Soldiers. Yeah, he looks like the dude from Small Soldiers.
I mean, it's not the worst, but he's got one hell of a chin.
That is a Freddy
Oh,
Hardy's chin.
Don't worry, he's getting outdone for chin.
Yeah. Oh no, that's coming. That's coming. That's coming. Don't you worry. I think like a bee's fair for
The
this one.
Jawmaster.
I think he's in the middle. He has got one hell of a chin, but Space Marines do have that. It's in the lore, but they have that kind of giganticism thing.
Yeah.
So Kim's sitting next to me. She just pointed out that he looks a bit like a simple Dolph Lundgren.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Dolph.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll stick him in B. I think B's fair enough on that one. Chris says McCall model face never lined to my headcanon. Yeah, I did think that when I saw him. I did think that was more like what almost what I thought Corbeck looked like, if I was being honest.
He does get points for having a flat top.
I mean, you could balance something on that head, couldn't you?
Doesn't Dawn have a flat top?
Well, he is an Imperial Fist, so it makes sense. But yeah, that chin. But I mean, I've got to do this one because I feel the need. We need to put something else in Fugly, and there's nowhere else this can go. This is the new Marneus Colgar, ladies and gentlemen. One of the worst faces I've.
Or not all.
It's it's horrific. I don't know what they're thinking. It's so cartoony. There you go. Look at that. It can. I mean, this is my own personal opinion. I think this can only go in Fugly. I think that is just what are they doing?
I do like that as Calgar's crossed the Rubicon and he's slowly got a better hairline as years have gone on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the hair isn't too bad in this. It's just, unfortunately, what's happening with GW at this point, I've been very much noticing is their models are getting really cartoony because they're overemphasizing the sizes of all of the features. They're just looking like cartoons now. And this looks like his Tacticus version. So, I mean, I think that's got to go. I think that's got to go in Fugly, man. I think that's just horrific.
It's pretty rough.
And just to give us a direct comparison, I did also grab, you will see, the one from the previous model, his Gravis Armor edition, and it's so much better.
It looks better.
It actually looks like a face, a human face. It doesn't look like I mean, every time I look at the new one, it looks worse. I mean, just look at the two next to each other. It's like, what the hell? So I think mine is the old one needs to go to A. Maybe not superb, but I think it needs to go to A.
Although the armor's not great, I'm glad he's back in Terminator armor.
I'm
that
very
Gravis
glad.
stuff looks stupid.
I'm glad that GW have decided to put back in Terminator armor and all that kind of stuff. I'm fine with that, but I still think the new one is a bit of a downgrade, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it is massively.
I kind of like the Victrix Guard. I like the Standard Bearer, if we're talking about that. because they've recreated that, and I've got the metal versions. So I think I've got two copies of them for some reason.
Yeah, it looked like the skulls model, didn't it?
It did, yeah, exactly. And that old banner was heavy, I can tell you that. So I like the plastic versions of that, and the plastic champion and everything looks great. Although you will see the standard bearer's face has also made an appearance in here. But I think the new Minus Colgar model is a big downgrade in my opinion, even though he is in Terminator armor. I do think he's unfortunate. So right,
I know we've moved on from it, but Kim's pointed this out, and I can't let it go. The Blood Angel's Terminator Sergeant, he looks like Boris Johnson.
He looks nearly exactly like Boris Johnson. Definitely, bloodsucker. Some kind of political commentary going on there. Brexit Blood Angel. Yeah, he does look like Boris Johnson, big time.
Don't even utter the words.
Okay,
we have a route and we have a plan. Crusade from home if you can.
Let's pick a Sister of Battle that doesn't, in my opinion, look too bad. This is, I think, Canoness. What I'm doing, I'm just gonna put it in B for now so we can see it. I'll put it next to Tar Gadon, but we're going to move it one way or the other because it's not staying in B. But I actually think that's a fairly decent, female face as far as they go. Like,
Yeah,
as I said,
looks like
it's not bad.
Willow.
not like supermodel, but it looks recognisably feminine and stuff. I'm cool with that. I think this one should go in A, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Or at the very low end of superb, because compared to most Sister of Battle faces, it's actually really good.
Bav Morda, that was it. She looks like Bav Morda from Willow.
There's me trying to move. There's me trying to move on the stream, getting confused. There we go. Right, up there, back end of superb. Right.
To be fair, I'm not actually seeing much lag now, so you can stop streaming if you want.
Oh, that's good. Chris's Victrix Guard look really nice. I love those Honor Guard Aquila helmets. So badass. Too bad it's a 3-man squad. Classic kit downsized for more money. Yes, correct. As always, it's going to be like 40 odd quid for 3 models. And you can build them 2 different ways. I guess sadly it is just GW. It's just going to GW. It sucks, but unfortunately, I think at this point you just either have to put up with it or or just fucking just leave. Unfortunately, it's not going to change. They're not going to change anytime soon. They're still making money hand over fist. But yeah, I did notice that. It's going to be another Sanguinary Guard. Sanguinary Guard also cut from 5 to 3, weren't they? And yeah, I hate it, but there you go. It's like your Death Watch kill team being 5 models for 40 quid or whatever it is, I say. Kevin, in all honesty, I didn't want to see any more Space Marines. I wanted to see other. I mean, the idea, and we'll talk about this quickly, actually, guys. We'll take a very quick break from this. We'll come back to it in a minute because it is a good laugh. But just seriously, the rumours around the Dark Eldar are, because apparently the Codex has leaked, that everything resin in it is gone. So the Beastmaster and all the beasts have gone out of the Codex. Urim the Calf is gone out of the Codex. The Archon's Court are all gone out of the Codex. And Grotesques are gone out of the Codex. All they've done is Malice, Lady looking slightly pleasant for some reason, and that new Archon. And if that's the case, and they've spent those resources doing a load of Ultramarines instead, as somebody who's an Ultramarines player, I'm like, could you not please? The Dark Eldar are historically one of the least well-treated armies in 40k. They went years without an update. Absolutely years. Like from 3rd all the way through to, Christ, 5th, 6th? With nothing.
6th, I think.
6th, yeah. And then they had half of that, no, more than half. they had all but like 2 or 3 of their characters killed, like taken out of the Codex. Decapitator, Baron Slicius, Lady Malice, Corella Deville, who's still gone. And they just seem to be getting treated like that over and over and over again. And GW are like, have some more Space Marines instead. And it's like, you know what? How about we don't have some more Space Marines? How about you replace some of the models that are like fucking 30 years old now? How about you redo the Catechans? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sadly, Games Workshop are going to follow the money. That's what they do. They're a money-orientated company before anything else.
Chris says the Grey Knights could use an overhaul. Like, I sold it afterwards because I just got fed up. But I got the Grey Knights Combat Patrol, and Castellan Crow is like a good head taller than the Terminators. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you very much, Jack. Appreciated. Glad to be here. Glad people are still watching. I'm not going to say pissed off I shut down the channel and everything. No, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. As I said, without embracing any drama or anything like that, and just being ourselves, being authentic and all that kind of stuff, we're doing all right. I'm quite pleased. Yeah, I love Dark Eldar. One of my favourite things that Jez Goodwin did was when he redid the Dark Eldar range. I thought they were absolutely phenomenal.
I'm a sucker for the basic squad. If they can improve the basic squad in any way, and they normally smash it out of the park. Like the Mechanicus unit was fantastic. With Skitari, the warriors on foot is that what they're called? Dark Eldar warriors.
Cabalite Warriors. Yeah, they got a add-ons
yeah.
through, if I remember correctly, for Kill Team.
They were absolute like I really loved them when they got remade. Really good kit.
Yeah, but I mean, Jez Goodwin very rarely misses, in my opinion. There are a few misses, and I can't say otherwise, unfortunately. But you know, he especially when it comes to the Eldar, he really knows what makes the Eldar work. And yeah, I just feel like the Dark Eldar massively, especially when you consider the new Combat Patrol has gone from like the best Combat Patrol in the game, which was a Ravager, a Raider, 5 Archon. Sorry, I keep calling them Archons. 5 Incubi. An Archon and 10 Cabalite Warriors, and it's been changed into 2 Talos or Kronos, whatever you want to call them, 2 units of 5 Rax and Homunculus. That is a massive downgrade, like a massive downgrade. Yeah, I've got about 6,000 points of Dark Eldar waiting to be painted, and GW just don't seem to inspire me.
The Dark Eldar jet bikes were something special as well. They look really cool.
Reavers are lovely, yeah, absolutely lovely. And Raiders are fine. The Flyers, the Razorwing Fighter and the Void Raven Bomber, stunning pieces of work.
That Void Raven is awesome.
Stunning.
I must admit, I'm not so keen on the Talos. I don't really like the look of it.
The problem with the Talos that I have is where they've tried to make it where you can build all these different kits from one model. It doesn't look like much of anything. It looks exactly what it sounds like, which is it looks like a kit bash where you've just put different bits and it turns into different stuff. I mean, it was one of the things that put me off the Coven side of the Dark Eldar. That and the fact that the racks are very, very static monopose models, very static and monopose. So yeah, while I accept that Space Marines is unfortunately guaranteed to make money, whatever they do with the end campaign in 40k will involve Space Marines. We know that. We know the next starter box is going to have Space Marines. We know all this stuff. GW have a history of treating Xenos like absolute crap, and I really do feel like Dark Eldar could have just done with just a little bit more love.
Yeah, I mean, even with the Space Marine releases they're doing, I find it really, really weird that they've done another Marnius Calgar when you've got like Scout Sergeant Telion. Is it Telion?
You got Telion, needs a model.
Kronos. We've got Scouts. Why aren't you doing a Telion?
Yep, Kronos hasn't got a model. The new Sicarius is quite nice. I did think that. I did think the new Sicarius was pretty good, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, he's definitely got a stepped in shit face on one of his faces, though.
That's all right. I'm sure he's got a helmet option. But yeah, I thought, the new Sicarius was pretty good. I would have been happy with that, just a Sicarius. I think they should have killed Kargar off. I'm so sick that nobody dies. Nobody dies.
He's also kind of irrelevant now, isn't he? Like as a character.
Yeah. Yeah, since Gulliman came back, he's just
Whenever someone
Potting
puts him
about.
down, you're like, oh, it's not Gulliman. Like it's like his secretary basically.
yeah, exactly. Which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, I just wonder what you guys thought about that with the Dark Eldar, because yet again they've got shafted by the looks of things, and you know, it's got to be like that scene where Ben Affleck's talking to Jay and Silent Bob. And he's like, "When, Lord? When will be my time?"
Oh, that Ben Affleck.
But he was the bomb in Phantoms.
Yo.
But yeah, I think it's sad. I do think it's sad that we just keep getting all these Space Marines, and they've got so many data sheets, and then it's minimum effort on the Dark Eldar. And then they need a new Archon. I didn't like the old one, and Lady Malice looks okay, but yeah, just so much more. Yeah, apparently the Scourges have been split into 2 different unit entries, one with just shard carbines, and one with the heavy weapons. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. There was something else that I did want to bring up, and this is slightly contentious. I apologise in advance, guys. But there has been, apparently, an instance of somebody who runs the Warhammer community, like the editor for it, who apparently has been a dude who's been doing a lot of the sort of more contentious stuff within Games Workshop, with regards to like sort of squeezing in inclusivity, and diversity and that kind of stuff. Apparently, he made a couple of pretty spicy posts on Facebook, which he's now deleted. He's deleted this entire thing. It's a guy called Tom Mendelson. I saw this on Spiky Bits, I think it was, and he said something like, the whole Charlie Kirk thing.
No.
It was about that, and he was basically saying, like, it's a good thing he's dead, he was a fascist, blah, 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 blah. I do feel the need to point out that fascists rarely invite people to debates.
Yeah, people tend to lose sight of what the word actually means.
I think it generally means nothing at this point, unfortunately.
It's just a buzzword.
Yeah, kind of. And, whatever you think about Charlie Kirk, and, I didn't agree with a hell of a lot of what he said, I still absolutely respected the way he went about doing what he did, where he engaged people with debate and just wanted to talk. That was it. Whatever what opinion you held about his views. That's not even the one that I thought was terrible, though. What I thought was terrible was that this chap made a post saying, "Happy 9/11 to those that celebrate it."
What?
Now, that to me is much worse.
I do not even.
And this is a high-profile Games Workshop employee. Like, not just an intern, not just a little grunt. He's actually the editor of Warhammer Community.
Has he lost his job?
No. Games Workshop are ignoring any outcry or anything like that. But as I say, as much as I find his comment regarding Charlie Kirk somewhat distasteful, it's the 9/11 one that I think is really, really egregious. And Games Workshop, if you are watching, I doubt very much you are, I would say, how do you think that makes your American customers feel? That one of your staff is saying, happy, tragedy where 2,500 people died, 2,900 people or something like that, to those that celebrate it. Because I think that's a pretty fucking scummy move. And I would expect that if any staff member was to type anything regarding any protected kind of faction, let's say, in a similar way, they would be hauled over the coals and out before you could say Marnius Colgar.
I mean, what is the purpose of the post? Like, what was the point of it? I don't know. What reaction was he hoping to get? Like, I don't really understand it.
I don't know. I don't, and that I'll be honest, I'm not the guy. I don't know. He's deleted his entire Facebook profile. But his cover photo said communism, so it's not somebody who's either. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's really, really far activist left, and I guess that kind of a person has some kind of hatred either for America or just is so affiliated towards the Far East sort of kind of things with Palestine and stuff. I just don't understand why you would do that.
I mean, take a political position out of it. When you post something controversial, you think to yourself, have a level of self-awareness, read the room. Like, what is the purpose of this? What is to be gained or lost by doing this?
Yeah, it's like wishing Japanese people a happy anniversary of the day of the tsunami that wiped out loads of people, and when Fukushima power plant nearly went critical. Do you know what I mean? Is it
an attempt to be edgy or something?
I don't know. But what bothers me is that GW have not made a statement out of it. Now, a lot of companies have made statements over the Charlie Kirk thing because, quite frankly, what a lot of people have been saying is abhorrent. This guy was executed, and he was executed, assassinated, in front of his children and his wife. They were there. And for people to be saying, you know, he deserved it, blah, 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 is fucking abhorrent. You know? You don't have to like the guy, you don't have to like the guy say what he's saying, but he just wanted to talk, you know? To go around and call him a fucking fascist and all this kind of shit. And like, you had Stephen King saying out that he advocated for gays to be stoned. No, he fucking didn't. You had people quoting half of his thing regarding empathy. So they were putting up saying, I think Charlie said, like, it's like empathy is a false thing. I prefer the idea of sympathy and stuff like that. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds, but what I do want to say is just that I don't think that's acceptable. And if this was anybody else, you know, if they said something against, I don't know, the gays, the trans, or racism, or anything like that, they'd be out on their ear. And I don't know why it would be acceptable when you consider how much of GW's customer base is in America for somebody to celebrate one of the darkest days in American history.
It's definitely a very stupid thing to post.
It's fucked up, isn't it? Which is probably why he's got rid of his Facebook profile. So, you know, I mean, GW have not made a personal statement, a public company statement or anything like that, although I'm sure they are getting bombarded by emails. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. But I did just want to, you know, just bring that forth real quick and just say that, you know, I certainly don't agree with it myself. I think that freedom of speech is a thing, but I also think that no company should want to or should be affiliated with or hire somebody who expresses those abhorrent opinions. And if I was to do something like that, I would fully expect to get fired. So, yeah, I did just want to breach it quickly. I didn't want to do a separate video on it because what might happen is, you know, the comments just turn into a shit show. We all know what happens. But I did want to just get your guys' take on it just to balance myself out a little bit. Let's judge some more faces, shall we? Right, okay. So, what have we got? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. This one. I like to call this one the Tilda Swanton. I've put it in B. It ain't staying in B.
Seems to be a bit of a delay, my end.
Stupid YouTube. There you go. You should be able to see it now.
Oh, Discord's the same. Oh no, this one.
That's
Isn't that supposed to be an elder?
Yeah, it's that half Eldar, half human Inquisitor with the dragon. Inquisitor crisscross.
Is she supposed to have like a tattoo on her
It's
forehead?
a little Aquila. It's a little Aquila. I don't know if it's a tattoo or if it's a branding.
From my screen, it kind of looks like a navigator's third eye.
Yes, yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it?
It's got to be see off ugly.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, ladies.
I kind of feel like
That's not obvious to me. It's a woman from the face.
no. Well, that's that's the idea. I kind of feel this has got to go in C. I mean, it's quite fugly, but it's definitely like low end of C. I mean, if we're rearranging C a little bit, then come on. I was told you could rearrange these. You can. There we go. I think that's a bit more like it, but yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right, let's pick another one. Let's pick a good one. There's only one place this is going. Again, it's gone in B for now. But if anybody thinks this doesn't belong in Fugly, then I would say that you potentially need to go to Specsavers and have your eyes checked. Just wait for it to catch up.
Oh, jeez.
Chimp Boy.
Oh, fugly all day.
I don't know what they were thinking of with that Kodiak's model.
It's not even just that it's a bad face; it's a bad model.
It's
the
a bad
whole
model.
is bad.
Oh no, it is terrible, isn't it? It reminds me of Wallace and Gromit, the wrong trousers. It really does. Yeah.
You know it's really bad when, as soon as that model got previewed, Duncan Rhodes put out a conversion on how to make your own one.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's actually quite funny. That is actually quite funny.
Diplomacy at its finest.
He doesn't give a shit about diplomacy anymore. He's out of the company. I did think it was quite funny that he was gone, and then within like half a year of him going, they were like, "Yeah, fuck two thin coats, contrast." Poor bastard. Right, there we go. It's one of Matt's favourites.
Elvira.
Sadly not. I've got a nice 3D STL for that somewhere. Again, looking B because that's where she's gone for now. Might even stay there, you never know.
Is that supposed to be Creed's daughter?
It's Lady Creed. Lady Creed.
She looks like what's the film? Miss Truncheon from Matilda.
That's exactly who she looks like. Yep. I mean, I've got to say, I don't think it's a bad face. If I'm being completely honest with you, for what they're going for, the kind of
suits the character.
Female officer suits the character. I could even, in all honesty, see that staying in B. I don't think it's that bad. What do you think?
No, it's not that bad. It's not good, but it's not like the worst.
Yeah, in the middle. We'll leave it there. I know it's pretty good. Okay, this one is one that I particularly don't. I think this is awful. And it's basically like blonde Elvis Presley. Again, we'll wait for it to load up. These are the faces you see in A&E in the hours of Sunday morning. Indeed. Also, guys, anybody who's joining us, it is Ask Us Anything. Feel free to chuck questions at us, and we shall answer them as amusingly as we possibly can.
What the hell?
It's I can't remember his name. He comes with the Sister of Silence.
Does this model come with a helmet option? that's one of them.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, isn't it?
That hair would never fit.
It's got quite the coif. I mean, I'm especially with it being a bloody Custodes. I'm kind of like, maybe this was the first lady Custodes model. We just all missed it. I'm kind of feeling fugly with this one. I think this is a really bad face. It's kind of blank and expressionless and kind of smooth.
Looks a bit like Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Kind of does. It's a bit of an insult to Rene Auberjonois in this, I believe, but
Looks like an ugly version of Gwendolyn Christie.
it does look like an ugly version of Gwendolyn Christie. Yes, very
An
good.
ugly version.
We'll put it in C for now because I've got a feeling there's going to be a few more for Fugly yet. So
Go on then.
we'll stick it there for now. What else have we got? I'm kind of picking them at random at this point. Oh, here we go. A really old one. So we need to be. I feel like we need to maybe put this one level above where we would because it is so old.
Well, the old one's usually decent.
This one is pretty damn old. This might be the oldest face that I've put up there, actually.
What the?
Oh, it's not Strachan, is it?
It's not Strachan, no. It's a standard bearer from the Catch and Command set.
Is that someone out of Sharp?
There's nothing sharp about that face.
As long as he can fire 3 rounds a minute.
Yes, I mean, he's not going to survive long, so you know, that's the whole idea, isn't it? I'm kind of feeling C on this one, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because it is an old model. I don't know why they haven't redone the Catchings. I really don't. I don't know if they're waiting for like a kill team squad to do it. but they need so much more than just a kill team squad that I just wish they just. I don't know. They're not a Space Marine, so.
I mean, if you're an Imperial Guard player, like, and you've come into it fairly recently, and you explain there is an entire army that look like Rambo. I mean,
I know, right? It's just, I don't know. We've got a question from Warboss Fritz. Any predictions on 11th edition?
yeah, it's going to be shit.
It's going to look like an IKEA instruction booklet.
I knew you guys were going to say that. Right. In all seriousness, 11th edition, apparently it's going to be Space Marines and Orcs. Apparently it's going to be going back to kind of tactical armour and that kind of stuff, which I welcome from a model perspective. However, I think they're going to double down on what's working at the moment, and I think that means that we're just going to get more of what we've already got, and it's just going to be a slight revision of the rules, bit of a reset.
They'll probably find a way of taking more weapon options away from people.
Yeah, I don't see War Gear coming back, if I'm being honest, as much as I would love for it to, because it'd actually make army list building great again, or fun again at least. I just don't see it. They are still making money hand over fist, and the tournament scene is mainly due to America, just a very lucrative thing for them. So while I don't think it will get any more sort of Age of Sigmar than it already is, I just see a continuation on that trajectory, maybe absorbing a couple of the ideas of the Horus Heresy, because what they tend to do is whatever the other previous game to come out was, they take a few ideas from that and absorb them without changing too much what the game is going to be. So you might see a couple of those ideas appropriated. I don't know what ideas, whatever tends to be popular. And the same would go with Age of Sigmar, because obviously what works in one quite often gets carried across to the other. Although I do appreciate that they do keep them as separate games. I would think maybe a reworking of Combat Patrol, because I'm not sure that does what it needs to at the moment. But I would think that unfortunately my hopes for a more narrative, fun version of 40k will not be answered. And I think as far as the models go, we're just going to continue down the same route where we're going to get a load of characters like 30 odd quid each, and then you're going to have like 3 or 5 models for 40 quid. And I predict that some models are just going to be just too... I don't think it's going to go to a 4-turn game, Warboss, because I think that's only happened with Heresy because of the relatively complicated aspects they've introduced to that game, like the extra steps in combat
phase,
the combat phase and stuff like that. I've got a feeling that's why that's gone to a 4-turn game. 40k, I think they're gonna very much try and keep it that tournament format, which means getting your 5 turns out of the way, in a couple of hours, so you can take all your models to the next table and play again. I
still can't get my head around like the 4-turn thing for Horus Heresy. If your Space Marines move 7 inches a turn, like you're going to cover approximately half the board on foot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's. I mean, it does seem very counterintuitive, because you want the Horus Heresy to set a story, don't you? You've got your first turn is going to be sort of manoeuvring, jockeying for position. Then you've got a couple of turns of actual fighting, and then your last turn you're looking to try and secure those points. You're looking for your end game plays and that kind of stuff. Back in the old days, it'd be like, right, can I get behind enemy lines? Can I get this? Can I get that? Chris, I totally agree with you. I do not think the new codex will make any mention of slavery whatsoever. As I've said many a time, I think it will say that the Dark Eldar invite people on picnics with punch and pie instead. I don't see any mention of slavery making it through for the Dark Eldar. But
I I'd imagine they're going to rewrite a lot of their law so that instead of capturing people as slaves, they literally capture them, drain their soul there and then that's
like
it.
that. Yeah, something like that.
Kind of the problematic stuff getting in the way of them making money hand over Fritz.
See what you did there. I think that what's going to happen is they're going to basically still try and leave Horus Heresy. Chris, I mean, have you seen my 13 grognard things that I would do to make Warhammer better? Because alternating activation is one of them. It's pure stubbornness that they don't do it. It's got to be pure stubbornness. Every other game on the planet does it, pretty much. And even the Games Workshop games that did, the Games Workshop games that did alternate activation are the best Warhammer games. You know.
I still maintain AT is probably one of the best games they've ever put out, and that largely used that.
The thing I loved about AT was that your Titans felt like characters, and it kind of mattered when one of them got battered and then when one of them fell.
I think in many regards, Legions Imperialis, for me personally, is suffering because of AT. Like, AT was such a good game, and to see it get replaced with Legions Imperialis, which it didn't really hit the same note for me.
I'm not sure you can look at it as a replacement. It's quite different.
Well, I mean, it's
a replacement in that they got rid of it.
Literally replaced that line with Legions Imperialis.
They got rid of
AT is no longer directly supported.
You can still buy it. They still sell it.
Yeah, you still can, but they're not releasing books, and they're not releasing it as a game anymore. All the branding's gone as well. Like, AT as its own game is largely gone.
Yes, Kevin. The modern audience, Hollywood has lost billions chasing that. Yeah. When it comes to GW, they want to make it more accessible to everybody.
Appealing.
Which is why it's going to lose a lot of its grimdark. When I worked at GW, if you were under 12 years of age, we told you to go away and come back when you were 12 years. And that was literally our exact line. Come back when you're 12. He'll enjoy it then. He's not going to enjoy it now. Now, you know, with like the Warhammer's First Adventures or whatever the hell books they brought out, it's quite clear that they're trying to capture people as young as 7, 8, you know. And in order to do that, you have to tone down the setting. It sucks. It's very unfortunate. But you have to do it.
This is the problem when things become more popular.
Yeah, it's exactly so. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm sure that a hell of a lot of Marvel diehards and DC diehards felt the same when they saw, you know, what happened to Marvel and DC and that kind of stuff. And every hobby, unfortunately, just experiences this. It goes mainstream and it gets toned down. And Chris, you're right. The random chains of events were the things that were so much fun. And unfortunately, that's what GW don't want in their games. They want it to be predictable. They want you to know that you can roll those dice and re-roll your ones and get a certain amount. You know, Math Hammer rules now. And that's what Space Crusade and Hero Quest was for. It's not hard. I agree. And I think that if you want to have, you know, Jimmy's first Warhammer, then you give Jimmy's first Warhammer, but you give the people that have supported your company for 30 odd years a game that they can play as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, seeing what they're doing to 40k is kind of the reason I have absolutely no interest in this Henry Cavill series. Because I think it's going to be toned down and watered down to such an extent. It's just, it's going to be disappointing.
You know what? I would love to just have a chat with Henry Cavill about Warhammer. Because I bet that because the thing is, you got to think about it. Any time that he tries to talk about Warhammer, everybody's going to be like, oh, what's the new series? What's going on? And he can't talk about it, obviously, because his production company behind it and what have you. But I bet that guy is just screaming out to have somebody to just sit down and just chat Warhammer, you know, like lore and favourite models and that kind of shit for 2 hours. Because I bet that never happens to him. I bet any time that, you know, he talks to people, he just doesn't get that. So, yeah, that'd be really cool. Henry, I know you're listening, mate. You know, hit us up. We'll have a chat. We'll have a chat sometime. Hey, I bumped into him at Warhammer World. It could happen again.
Get a card printed up just in case you bump into him again.
Grumpy Grognard Gaming.
Have your
business
people
card.
call my people.
Business
Yeah.
card. Hey, dude, I said when we get to 1,000 subs, and it will happen. It will happen. I will do a merch run. I'll do a few patches, t-shirts, maybe some caps or something like that. Because although I have no interest in doing Patreon or anything like that until I know for sure that we can offer something that would make it worth it, I would get my ego would get a kick out of somebody wearing a Grumpy Grognard Gaming t-shirt and me seeing him in the street or something like that. That'd be cool.
I'll tell you, it's weird, right? When we was at Bloodstock, it must have been 2014 or something like that. A good few years after my band had become defunct, there was a dude walking around wearing an Ad Australia t-shirt, and I got proper ribs. And my mates were like, "Oh, he's wearing one of your t-shirts," and I was like, "Fuck off! I'm a bass player. He doesn't even know who I am."
Nice.
It's weird.
Nice.
But cool.
Yeah. Well, it might get to the stage where I start using Ad Australia as background music for the videos. You never know.
It's fine with me.
Nice and license free. I'm not worry about it. But yeah, as far as 11th goes, I don't know. I mean, honestly, guys, as far as 40k goes, already it's been so obvious that certain aspects of it are being toned out. I do think that we are going to see female Space Marines at some point in the next 5 years.
Don't even mention it.
Genuinely do, unfortunately. Whether or not it'll be a massive mistake for GW, I don't know. I don't know. They clearly think that they can get enough new customers and have the churn, to offset any loss from everybody else. And to be fair, as long as they offer something for us, then I'm going to keep going, especially models wise. But I have noticed
that was a bit of a side note. What is the dumbest way, law-wise, they could introduce the female Space Marines? For me, I reckon that the single most stupid thing they could possibly do is be like, "Oh, it was the 2nd or 11th Legion; they were all female."
That would be the most stupid. It'd also be the one thing they'll never do.
Well,
I don't think they'll do it because they leave those 2 legions for people to be able to make their own stuff.
I didn't think they would absolutely tear up 40k, but in 2017 they had a hell of a go at it.
I think if they do anything, it'll be cool. Cool is a magical bullshit ex-deus mechanicum, basically.
I thought you meant cool. I thought you meant like COO. I was like, that's a bit of a...
No. It'll be Belisarius cool, and he'll just fix it. He'll just improve on the Emperor's work, and it'll just magically work on ladies now.
The Arch MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Mechanica in model form.
As I said, yeah, literally. It's like that meme, the one with Roberto Gellerman slaps cool and says you can fit so much bullshit into this baby. It just advances the plot any way that they need it to advance.
Still always makes me laugh when that Warhammer community article came out, when they released the Indomitus Terminators with Leviathan, and they said that Cole could not improve on the design of the Terminator armor, and I was like, what the cheapest mass-produced one? They knocked out at the end of the Heresy because they couldn't work on the good ones. They literally say that the Indomitus armor was the basically the crap armor.
Yeah. But then that's not that, as I say, it's like the armor marks, in the Horus Heresy. You take a company like Warlord Games, and where Warlord Games is a historical company, largely. You have like early war, mid-war, and late war. So there's certain units you can only use in early war games, and there's certain units you can only use in mid-war games, and there's certain units you can only use in late war games. And there might be a teeny bit of crossover between a couple of them, but there's some stuff that literally like a certain type of Sherman tank, for example, wasn't used after 1943, so you can't use it in a late war scenario. And I would love to have seen that kind of integrity from GW to say, look, Mark 6 only came in the last 2 years of the Horus Heresy, so you can't use it for this or this or this. But they just don't know. They're scared. They're scared of having that kind of integrity and putting any limits on. They're happy to take war gear away and everything like that, but they're scared to say, no, Mark 6 wasn't at the Battle of Isfahan 3 with the virus bombing and everything. No, all the marks were all used all the way through the Heresy. Doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. because it makes
The weird thing is,
it makes everything so nebulous.
The most prevalent armor in the Horus Heresy is the one they haven't actually updated, which is Mark IV.
Yeah.
Like Mark II, if you read the earlier lore, Mark II was largely on the back burner by the time of the Heresy, because Mark IV had supplanted it.
Yeah, but that doesn't sell models.
Mark III was always Mark III was never a replacement for Mark II. It was like a specialist version of it. Yeah, Mark IV was largely the bulk of the armor.
Yeah.
In fact, it was only like veteran units and older ones that really had Mark II.
Yep. Yeah, and it's so annoying that they can't, stick to their own. Their own established law. I get retcons happen. Retcons have happened ever since the Rogue Trader days, and I discount anything from Rogue Trader as actually technically being a 40k law. Technically. For me, it happened after that. You've got so much weird shit in Rogue Trader. I mean, you've got an Inquisitor called Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau, for fuck's sake. But I do say that anything after Rogue Trader is the start of 40k lore. But there are retcons, but it's the reason that you make the retcon.
The reason we got Mark VI armor was because they were capitalizing on the Rogue Trader nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with Mark VI being in the Horus Heresy, but just not in the quantities we've seen it.
Yeah. Make it. I mean, just because say like it was something that was made in mass numbers for the Siege of Terror.
We would have seen more Mark V, and Mark V was not a mass-produced armor.
No, well, Mark V was made out of bits of the other armor.
I absolutely love Mark V. I mean, my favourite armour of all time is Mark IV. I really like Maximus armour. Mark V is fantastic. Mark II I like. I don't understand. I mean, there is a case to be made at the Siege of Terror. You could technically have Mark VII, Aquila armour on the Loyalists.
Yeah.
But you can't be outfitting an entire army.
Well,
with
if we
that.
get a scouring game, that'll be what will happen. But yeah, I mean, I just make the Siege of Terror special, and then if that's the thing you're doing, make a load of campaigns around that, and then say, right, this armor was, you're bringing out all these bullshit journals to put stuff back in that you've taken out of it. Yeah, so it's like wargaming DLC. So
yeah,
basically we've taken this option out, and if you want to use it, you're going to need to buy this journal. Then that gives you an opportunity to say, look, this was only used in this campaign. There it is, and to say, like, if you want to headcanon it into other stuff, that's fine. But as far as the lore goes, it wasn't there. Just make that distinction. Just say, look, as far as the lore goes, it wasn't there. But you know what? If you want to use it in your own games, who's going to stop you? Who's going to stop you using it?
I will.
But it wasn't in the lore. Keep the lore sacrosanct. And they've not, like Chris said, Saturnine. No, some magical fucking dreadnought that Vulcan invented. Fuck off. Just fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, Saturnine Terminators, whatever you think about the models, they have canonically always existed in the Horus Heresy. They were in Book 1 Betrayal, they get mentioned. They have always been there. The Dreadnought is purely there for Games Workshop to wring some money out of people.
Yep. And I'm
there's
just
no law justification for it at all. It's just like his, and I get the case to be made that every Terminator has a corresponding Dreadnought, really, because the Leviathan is supposed to be roughly analogous to the Cataphractii armor, and the Contemptor matches the Taurus Terminators, which means the Indomitus Terminators would be like the Castroferum. Yeah. So I do, to an extent, understand that you could put out a Dreadnought, but it's a bit cynical.
Yeah. I think that's the way I feel about it, and that's one of the reasons I didn't get Saturnine. That, and he had to put a stupid bloody turret in it, which we didn't need. But yeah, I mean, I think we're only going to see more. I
still haven't built that turret.
No, who would? I think we're only going to see more of it as time goes on. I'm going to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. It did concern me greatly that they said there's not enough releases between Legion Imperialis and the Horus Heresy to sustain a Heresy Thursday.
I've never understood that, because Heresy Thursday doesn't need to be about releases. Heresy Thursday could be about community stuff.
Yeah.
It could be about, you know, writing up an article for anything, like a scenario or something like that. Any kind of community interaction to engage with your game,
Absolutely,
you could put on
yeah.
the Heresy
But
Thursday.
the only time we see community stuff is when there's a new model coming out that they've sent out to the
Yeah,
painters.
people have painted them. Yeah.
You know, other than that, you know, how often does Heresy get a mention in White Dwarf? Probably only when there's a release.
That's the only time I buy White Dwarf.
I bought the Space Marine one. I've had a look for
Yeah,
it.
because I did. It had Heresy stuff in it.
But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. At the end of the day, as long as they leave the Horus Heresy largely alone, that's fine. I like,
Big butt.
and I can't lie.
Do you mean the? The Redemptor replacing the Castroferum?
That
yeah.
sucked. Like, fuck right off as well.
Do you know the worst thing about the Redemptor is fundamentally it's not. There's two problems with it as a model. One of them is the ridiculous belly armor, and the second one is they've made the legs really, really skinny, so
Yep.
it looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
They should have really chunky greaves, and that would balance out how it looks.
Yeah, the I mean the Primaris in general. I like the Mark 10 armor, and that's it. There's like pretty much nothing about it. Any of the other stuff I don't like any of it. But
Why
yeah,
do you like
I
it?
mean
Because it looks like Mark IV.
I prefer the Horus Heresy aesthetic. It's that simple. I prefer the minimal bling utilitarian look of the Horus Heresy. You know, 40k models are so busy these days. Because they've scaled it up and like we'll put this extra detail and stuff into it. Yeah, Kevin, I totally understand. Yeah, I totally agree with
Kevin,
you as well.
that has been my gripe since 8th edition came out. Since they started doing Gathering Storm, I've never ever liked that they've moved the timeline. I've always strongly believed, and there was authors who wrote this, and this is why I agreed with it, that the Warhammer 40,000 was supposed to be a setting, not a timeline.
Yeah.
You're given the time. It's coming up to the end of the 41st millennium, and everything is supposed to be 2 minutes to midnight. And the whole purpose of that was supposed to be that you're fighting the battles that matter. Your army, what you as the player are doing matters, not some mythical Primarch or anything like that. They're
And
special
you make the
characters, but
universe
ultimately
bigger,
it's
not
you.
smaller. They keep making the universe smaller. Like I said,
Yeah.
like you've got the Dark Imperium. We know fuck all about it. It just
And
keeps
it's the
talking about
J.J.
Vigilus.
Abrams. It's the J.J. Abrams approach to storytelling as well. It's make it more, make it bigger. The Eye of Terror's not enough. Let's blow up the whole galaxy.
It's so
just,
unnecessary.
I've never liked it. I mean, this is me being a grumpy old sod about it. I liked it as it was, and it didn't need.
No, it didn't.
I don't see what's gained by this. I mean, what?
Honestly, mate, if they'd rescaled the Space
history.
Marines, if they just rescaled the Space Marines, so say they just took all the Space Marines, Devastator, Tactical, Assault, Scout, Terminator, and rescaled them all, I would have just bought a new Space Marine army. It's as simple as that.
Well,
That'd have been great.
Hilariously, when they released the Primaris, they said, we thought this was a good opportunity to, upscale the models, and we didn't think we could justify it any other way. And then a few months later, they literally did it with the Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah.
In fact, they did it at the same time. The Plague Marines were upscaled when 8th edition came out.
And now we've got like 50 different types of bloody Primaris Marine. Right, let's judge more spaces. Right, we're going to judge the Sexbot, Astropath, or Demon thingy, whatever she is. Looking row B, that's where she's going to appear. Yeah, Kevin, they did with Star Wars as well, you're right. Everything takes place in fucking Tatooine.
Oh, is that the...
It's from the Sanctifiers set, I think.
She looks like the ecstasy has just kicked in.
Yes, she really does. Really does.
She looks like one of those memes where you have a really good idea.
The ecstasy's just kicked in, and her favourite song in the rave club's just
That's
gone on.
it, yeah, exactly. She's in the zone. It's like, yeah!
She's like, night crawlers, eh?
One of the guys I stream with for my other channel, Critical Reviews, has just written a book on raving at 50. That literally looks like one of the persons on the front cover.
I don't think it's a particularly bad face, to be honest.
Yeah, I think this one's okay. You know, they've not done anything. Like the eyes are whited out. She's giving
she
the
looks
O
nice and
face.
gaunt.
She looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah, she looks gaunt. She looks drawn. Like you can see that she's not healthy.
I mean,
Looks like she's having A time.
I don't know if I could say this could go to A, but I think it could stay in B.
Yeah. Who's good?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go for a deliberately rough one now. Again, keep your eyes on B. That's where it's going to be. Not a good face, this one. You know what I have forgotten to put in here, actually, is Gulliman. I should have put Gulliman in here.
She looks like she really needs to see the manager.
See, this one is Greta Thunberg.
See, I don't actually mind that face. Like, as faces go, like, you know,
It's the hair.
details are there. But yeah, the hair is doing it no favours whatsoever. She's like, why the fuck?
I mean, we've kind of gone for a snarling grimace kind of thing, but it's kind of almost got that mouth of Sauron thing, where the mouth just seems too big for everything else.
A black Numenorian.
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying fugly on this one, but I think it's got to go to the end of C, personally.
She's got the face of someone who's just seen a dog shitting on her lawn.
We happy with the end of C on this one?
I think it's okay where it is, but I might be outvoted.
Carl, you've got the silent vote, mate.
I can't say it's a good face.
Okay.
It's not the worst, but
I'll
it's
tell you
not.
what, I'll put it mid C then. We'll compromise.
Straddle the line.
Apparently that's what we do here. Right, this one is what I like to call the stroke marine. Again, looking B. He actually reminds me of an American senator. I can't remember what his name is. It's not Bill Clinton. God damn, there's some lag on this stream. I hope you're having fun, guys. We're just fucking about. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been very much appreciated. What do we think on this one? It looks like he's had a stroke.
His face is actually pulling the face I would make when I look at that model.
It's true. You got to fugly it, I think.
Going fugly on this one? Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's a bit rough.
Right. Nothing's as bad as Cortez, I'm sorry. Although the new minus Colgar is probably worse than that, I'd say. There we go. Right, next one. We get through these. What do we think? I think this is pretty bad. Pretty tragic. Beginning of 8th was completely lost with all the changes to the setting. Yeah, that must have sucked coming back at 8th. Because, I mean, me and Matt were playing like through 5th through to 8th, I think. And we slowly saw it change, you know. We really enjoyed 6th and then really, really enjoyed 7th, even though that was when it came out after only 2 years, because they just tightened things up.
I played all the way from end of Rogue Trader all the way up to when 8th got released, and I took one look at it and thought, no, this isn't my 40k anymore.
Crayon Hammer's not for me.
Yeah, luckily Heresy was about.
Some of the changes in 8th I didn't mind, mostly to weapons and the way AP worked. I thought that was cool.
The rules were one disaster to me, but the real
was the law.
Yeah, the law was unforgivably bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I never wanted Primarchs to come back. There, I'll just say it. I
always preferred that they were a mythical character.
Yeah. Keep them in the Horus Heresy where they belong. I liked the idea that you had Gulliman sitting on the throne. Will he wake up? Will he not wake up? I was always cool with that. I never needed him to come back.
I might be in the minority here, and I have the model, but I never use Primarchs in Horus Heresy. I just don't. To me, it's my take on the army. So the Primarch is a distant figure.
That's fair enough.
It's not dreadnoughty enough for you.
Anyway, what are we thinking in this new face that's appeared in B? I think it's pretty damn bad.
What the fuck is that?
He looks like he's just woke up from an all-weekend bender on coke. Like, he's slowly remembering what he'd got up to.
It's like
Again, I know what they're going for, but I don't think they've got it. I think it looks pretty damn bad. I think there's a
That
case of this
guy's
going
seen some
fugly.
shit.
it's like a cat poo just floated to the top of his cereal bowl.
So what we reckon?
What,
Fugly this one.
Yeah, he's rough. He's not a good model.
Let's stick in pound money. Let's
that
stick in
from?
pound monies. Right. Chris just mentioned Lysander, and I do think the new Lysander is actually, for a modern face, very good. So what do we
Yeah,
think?
Lysander is actually, I'd go as far as to say superb.
Yeah, I'm good with Superb. I think this is a really nice model. I actually think the model overall is very nice. Definitely the best out of all the champions that they've released. I know a lot of people like that Efron, whatever his name is, but I thought that was awful.
I really like that he's not covered in loads of Baroque shit.
Yeah.
Like he's he looks very utilitarian.
He does, which I really
It's
like.
Imperial fists all over though, ain't it? It's
Yeah,
like
that's it.
Dawn's got like golden armor. The rest of them are just kind of like, okay then.
It is mad when you compare him to Tor Gadon, though, isn't it? I mean, just look at the two of them. It's just,
Yeah.
But no, I totally agree with Carl. I think Superb for Lysander. That's really, really good face. I think if you're going to make a scowling, grimacing face, that's the way you do it. Not that Sister of Battle down there.
I think the only reason you would put a helmet on that model is because you can't paint faces.
Legit. Right. Okay. Next up, let's have a look. What should we go for?
Are we doing all these faces?
Maybe not. Let's go Titus. Come on, we all know what we think about Titus.
Fuck me
It doesn't look anything like
It
Titus.
really doesn't look anything like Titus, does it? I found Being Women in 3rd edition hadn't made a choice, but since being in the 6th clinic, I came back and Holy
I also really hate the pose that model was in.
Yeah, I get that, Kevin. I mean, I think I left after I finished working for GW the first time round, which would have been 4th edition. So I think I missed 4th and came back in 5th. So yeah, I get that. And at the end of the day, dude, like, just get what you can out of stuff. I mean, I still do all sorts of hobby, but whereas I used to chuck a load of money into GW and have a load of stuff that never got painted, I now buy the occasional GW bit when I really like it. But I also buy Gundam because I can just put those together while I watch a movie or something with the wife. You know, I've got
if you're-
a ton of Gundams and stuff, so whatever works for you, really.
I would genuinely recommend looking at Horus Heresy. I feel like I'm plugging this, but the new edition,
on
despite all the
commission.
controversy, is really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they didn't Age of Sigmar it. I don't agree with everything they've done. But those new combat patrol, those new combat forces are actually pretty good, I'll be honest. I like the fact that they don't actually have a character in them as well, so you can get multiples if you want to. So yeah, Titus, I'm not sure about Fugly, but I think it's definitely got to go C. I think it's pretty awful. And again, it doesn't look like either of the Tituses, which means that it's just failed miserably.
Ugly.
I must admit, I bought the Get Started game they did with Titus because I wanted the board and the game itself.
Oh, okay.
And I replaced the model with a Death Watch version of him.
Nice. Like it.
Like I made a Mark 8 Death Watch Marine because one, I'm not having a Primaris, and two, that one's bad.
Well, I heard a Fugly from Matt there, so any advancement on Fugly? I mean,
Yeah, I think he's pretty fugly.
pretty Fugly? Okay, let's slap him
Looks
in
like
the
an angry uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go Sicario. Sicario? Sorry, Sicarius. Sicarius.
He looks like I know Space Marines are supposed to have like enlarging features, but he looks like he's actually got gigantism.
Yes. Again, very cartoony looking for me. All the features are so over the top that they just end up looking like a cartoon.
His face looks too wide.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of. I like the Sicarius model. I think they've done a really nice job updating it.
The armor's nice.
I do not like the head at all. Either of them, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, I think the open mouth one looks worse.
I mean, I'm not quite at Fugly, but I'm like C. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd say C.
Let's just stick him behind that.
He looks like Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise, not quite seeing that, but I'm also not quite not seeing it. So yeah, sure.
Thanks, I guess.
Right, let's take the Bishop of Bath and Wells.
Oh, jeez. I heard he eats babies in the vestry.
Baby eating bishop. I'm a colossal pervert, you see. I'll do anything to anything.
Animal, mineral, or vegetable.
Yeah, gotta love Blackadder. I actually think this is a great face. I think this is full of character. It looks exactly like what I'd expect it to look like. I mean, I'm between
Yeah, I think it's
high
pretty
A
cool.
and superb on this.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to put him in at A.
Okay, in at A goes. High end of A, definitely over those two. But maybe not beating Ulrich, because Ulrich has a magnificent moustache. Okay, what should we do next? Let's do Captain Centos, because I wasn't sure on this one. He looks somewhat Finnish.
He's the
I
limited
thought.
edition jobby, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a new one they've just released. Not the worst, but definitely not great. Why do the old card
Aside from the
faces look
face,
better?
I really like the model.
Because people actually carved them, not just using bloody CAD. CAD looks too perfect and too right. I like the model. The model's fine. I think it's a good update of Centos, and I've got a few different versions of Centos. I just don't think the face is good on this one. Not horrific, but not good.
It's D for me, I think.
See, I could get C on this.
Yeah, he's not like fugly rank. I don't
No,
think.
let's stick him there. Let's have a look at this unfortunate soul. This is the communications dude from the Catachan box.
Mate, I thought you was channeling Ursula the Sea Witch for a moment.
Yeah, I ain't singing.
Please no. I've heard you sing.
Ain't nobody wants that.
It's probably why I'm still talking to you.
Hey, I know I can't sing, so I don't. That's the
Oh, man,
secret.
guys, that dude's seen some shit and he's radioing it in.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a bad one though. He's not bad.
I think it's fine where it is.
Yeah, B's pretty good, I reckon.
I think B's a bit generous. I might override here and put him in C. I don't think he's the worst, but I think
Well,
B
when
is
you-
a bit.
Value,
When you look at
gives them credit.
the other Catachan, I don't think he's quite as bad as him.
No, I agree. So I think I'm going to put him. I'm going to try and find the right window first. Is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to put him right in front of Inquisitor Bitchface. There we go. Right. What else we got? Oh, here we go. Minalensk. I didn't think this was a good face at all. Didn't even look like the book cover. I didn't think, if I was being completely honest with you. Not fugly, but in amongst C somewhere. There's just something about the old sculptors. I just don't think you can beat. I think you can tell CAD faces a mile off. There's some that are much better than others, and there's a couple of modern faces that I can see in this list that I would put in superb. In fact, I think I'll pick one in a minute. But in general, I don't think the faces are as good as they used to be.
I don't think she's the worst.
Matt?
I'm not entirely sure what she's supposed to look like, but
Not quite like that.
I mean, she's got a bun, so clearly she means business.
Looks a bit snooty.
I don't think it's
There's a
particularly. I
lot
mean,
to
they did
play with.
another version of her after this. I think this might be the resin one. I mean,
She looks like the kind of arsehole who walks into Starbucks and asks for a venti chai latte.
I think I'm going to put her in the middle here. That'll do. C's getting a bit overfull there, so we might have to do something else. The hair looks like a hat. Yeah, does. Right, this one, I personally think has to go to superb. No matter how much I might
just
be biased.
I know Black Library get the limited edition models, but I really would have liked to have seen like Lieutenant Mira from Space Marine 1 as a
Yeah,
model.
that would have been good. She was a great character as well.
Yeah, I really liked her.
Lord Azrael, I think this is a superb, personally. This is one of the best Space Marine faces I've seen.
I'm not saying that I'm biased or anything. You know what? I don't even think I've got that model.
He's really cool. He's a nice homage to the original as well.
Yeah.
Really
I don't know
good.
why they fucking changed his lion's roar.
Looks
They
more
gave it a
like
weird-
Titus than Titus does.
They gave it a weird
Yeah.
side magazine when it was fine as a bullpup, but whatever.
That
Oddly,
that was
I think
weird.
you're right there, Matt.
Yeah.
Alan, even you could totally. He does look more like Titus. The head swap would be in order.
Wait, don't you disfigure my Dark Angels?
Well, there you go. Yeah, get an Azrael, take the head, put him on Titus, and you can have the helmeted version, Matt. There you go.
Yeah, win-win.
Everybody's a winner.
Does he have a helmeted version? Because he's got a watcher that carries his lion helm for him.
Yeah, he
isn't
has
there
got
an
a
option
helmet.
for the model to wear the helm though?
Yeah, he has got a helmeted version. I can guarantee that. Right. I mean, we're getting there now. We're getting there. Let's pick a Space Wolf. Let's do a Space Wolf.
I'd like to see the Space Manager.
So this guy, not too bad, not too good. The hair is a bit meh. But it's not a terrible face, I don't think, this one. I can actually see a case for this staying in B, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I'll put it in A.
I think he's really good.
Yeah.
You feeling A? Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with a lot of the Space Wolf models, to be honest.
Yeah, quite a lot of them
Yeah,
look
they
good.
really
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah, quite a lot of them did look good. Let's have a look at Captain Picard here. This is a Ultramarine Standard Bearer, or just a Space Marine Standard Bearer. It's quite nice.
Jean-Luc Banner.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that to the Combi Plasma. Very weird. Very, very odd.
Yeah, that's what I said, Lion's Roar. Don't know why they changed it from a bullpup to a fucking weird
Yeah, it's
side
dumb.
magazine thing.
I think
that
this is a really solid face.
yeah, Standard Bearer's really good.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for A for him. I don't think he's superb, but I think he's really good.
Yeah, looks right.
I certainly think he could make a case of going in there. I think that's a bit better than that. And I think that's a bit better than that. Sort it out. There we go. Right. All right. Let's go for Sly Marbo. No, it's not Sly Marbo. Where's Sly gone? Is that sneaky? I can't find him. There he is. Sly Marbo.
Look behind you.
Absolutely does not look anything like Arnold Schwarzenegger, honest.
I think he's supposed to look like Sylvester Stallone, isn't he?
He doesn't look anything like Sylvester Stallone, I can tell you that.
He's got the kind. Well, I don't know. He kind of looks a bit like Rocky after he's had his face punched in.
After he had his face punched in, yeah.
He looks
I
a
mean, he's an
little
older
bit like-
model, so we have to bear that in mind. But I think this is
He
kind
looks
of
a little bit like Ben from House, if you remember that old horror film, where the author is writing about Vietnam and you get flashbacks, and he ends up coming back as a zombie into his actual house, like a fucking army zombie with an M60. Looks like that.
some kind of weird fever dream you had or something, Matt.
No, it's.
I was
one of my
thinking a bit
favourite films
more,
from being a teenager. It's great.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, I'll definitely get Duke Nukem out of it, yeah.
Yes, that as well.
I mean,
With a Dolph haircut.
I think back end to B. And there's nothing wrong with him. He's got the cigar in his mouth, Stoker. He looks pretty cool. Let's get through these. Let's do another Dark Angel. This one's the Lieutenant. I think this is a really nice face. Let's wait for it to catch up. Again, it pains me to say that Dark Angel's got some really, really good faces.
As it should be.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's solid. What was the name of their new? Not the Fallen. Is it the Risen?
What?
Oh, what, the Inner Circle companions guys who were fallen and were like vindicated.
Yeah,
by-
are they? What are they? The Dark Angels that are basically the Fallen that have been redeemed.
I thought they just died.
No,
models.
Lionel Johnson forgave a load of them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, they
I'm inclusive of him.
wear robes, like dark purpley robes.
Those models were fairly decent, but the lore though.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Another
10th edition.
another bullshit thing to invent for some reason.
Not the
Talking
Inner Circle
of Lionel
companions.
Johnson, let's have a look at him. Tywin Lannister or the Onion Knight, whichever you prefer. I've got to say, it's a pretty damn good face.
I don't think he's bad at all, but the problem I have with him is he doesn't resemble an aged version of the Forge World one to me.
No.
Yeah, no,
Why
that's
is he old
totally true.
anyway?
Yeah, that's totally true. Like a completely different model. Yeah, completely different face and everything. But I think the face is good.
It's miles better than the Gulliman plastic.
Oh god, yeah, I can't believe I didn't put that on there because that would have gone straight into fugly. Oh, Grandma Gulliman. I mean, I think this is an A.
Yeah, he's a nice model. I mean, in terms of face, he's like I say, he's really, really good. It doesn't match up with the character from the Horus Heresy to me.
The face is wrong, but it's not bad in itself.
No, I agree. Tigurius. What do you think of Tigurius? Again, slightly older one. This is from 8th edition, if I remember correctly.
Shit.
He looks like RoboCop.
Frank Weller.
Yeah. You know, like when you see Peter Weller, but he's just got his face
Peter
over
Weller.
the top of the thing, and it's just like...
That's it, yeah.
He looks like
there's
that.
Too much face.
Dead or alive, you're crossing the Rubicon with me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm thinking...
No, I don't like it.
I don't think it's fugly, but I think somewhere in C, I guess. Probably around about here. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, he is an old boy, but, you know. Right.
But no,
Rawn. Elim Rawn. If you've not read Gaunt's Ghost, you won't know who the fuck that is.
Not a clue.
He is described in the book as having a
yeah.
thin, knife-like face. He is currently sitting next to Slime Arbo, so...
He looks like Rob from Romford. Not Big Rob, different one.
It just looks like a crackhead to me.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, you know, Liam Rawn is the guy who's always, well, not now, but when he first joined Gaunt's Ghost, he was always trying to get Gaunt killed. He's basically the leader, more or less, of
that's
the
the guy I
men.
was thinking of initially.
Yeah.
The shifty one.
Very shifty. No, that you're still thinking of Elijah Q, the guy who gets everybody killed. Rawn is like I think he's a major. He's like one rank up below Corbec. And he's generally doing the slightly dodgy stuff, but he's still a loyal ghost. He just doesn't like Gaunt at all. I mean, I could see a case for keeping him where he is, maybe.
Yeah, it's not.
He's not bad.
Yeah, it's not a shitty CAD model or anything.
Yeah,
So.
it's quite a different looking face for GW as well. They don't tend to
Do thin faces.
I've got to move Torgazon down. I'm sorry. He looks too much like what's his name from Small Soldiers. He's got to go down. He's got to go down.
Yeah, I've ruined that for you now.
Yeah, you really have. Right, this one I didn't like. This one. This is the other Tempesta Sky lady that they did, and it just looks like a slightly effeminate Asian bloke to me. We'll be next to Torgardon in just a second. I'm not thinking fugly, but I am thinking C. I just want to know what you guys think.
Oh, she's the one with the stapled on beret. Oh,
That's
no,
the one.
A drop trooper with a hat.
Yep.
It looks like. Have you guys seen Escape from LA?
Yes.
Do you know the?
Very long time.
Do you know the bit where he goes into the plastic surgeon and he like the area they capture him and like they're gonna harvest his eyes and stuff for a plastic surgeon? That looks like the surgeon. Google surgeon from Escape from LA. Plastic surgeon, Escape from LA.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, honestly, look at images of him like from the film. Yeah, so the one on the right.
You know what? No, seriously, you're kind of not wrong. You're kind of not wrong. Give me a sec. We can.
He's meant to look like a botched surgery.
Yeah.
I see it. Bruce Campbell.
It'll update in a second.
Nothing that he can't do.
Man of 1,000 faces, literally.
So good.
God, it really has got some lag on it, isn't it? There we go.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to torture Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Actually.
I see it. But where does that mean? Where does it go?
It goes
Probably C.
Yeah. Oh, I'm good with C. I don't think it's a great face. Right, let's go. I don't know if we'll end up doing all of them. Let's do Uriel Ventress, who's like the worst haircut on the fucking planet.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one because that's actually the second version of Uriel Ventris. They released a Warhammer community article and everyone shit on it.
Yep.
It didn't come out for a while and it came out with a different head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got a different head. There's
Because I
two
couldn't
types
find him
of
on the
face for it.
website, so they're not selling him anymore. Uriel Ventures came out with nothing, so this was a Warhammer community thing. So they changed the face. Okay, well, we're judging this face. I mean, it's not good, but it does look like a human. I mean, it looks like anything like Uriel Ventures, especially like Clint Langley's cover work. But I mean, I could see a case for it being right at the end of C. Sorry, right at the end of B, sorry, or the high end of C. It's the hair that lets it down mainly. It's like
I'd say it's a high C for me.
a high C. Okay, let's go high C. Bang, high C. Right. Next up, this cheapy little chappy is a halfling or a ratling. Bag's a character. Pretty cool. Looks like a DJ.
I've uploaded an image of the two Uriel Ventrises, by the way. You can see because one of them's got an earcom and the other one hasn't.
Okay. Cool.
It's exactly the same model. They just changed the head.
Where did you put that?
General. On text channels, general.
Oh God, in Discord? Oh, I'm never going to find it. Right,
Yeah. So it's on your Discord.
Yeah, I know. But I just don't know. Use just Discord.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my word. Oh, that's horrific. Wow. So hang on, because yeah,
The one we got is the one on the
Wow.
right. I think the one on
think
the
it got
left has
worse.
awful hair. Yeah, but it's a worse face. In either case, for anyone who's read the Ultramarines novels, that head is completely wrong anyway, because he should have a
Yeah.
bionic eye.
Oh man, you know what? After seeing it close up like that, that's got to go down a bit.
Yeah, Uriel Ventris has a bionic eye in the books, and yeah, he's crossed the Rubicon Primaris, so presumably that helps you grow eyes back.
Jesus, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Right, let's look at this guy. Oh no, the halfling. Where's the halfling going?
I think you should stay where he is.
Yeah, happy with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
It's not an amazing face, but I'm quite partial to rattlings and I can't explain it.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's cool. Right, let's go over my least favourite of all of the Dark Angels.
I think it's because they like their thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait.
I don't think Bilal's got a good face.
No, they dropped the ball a bit on that one.
I'd be tempted to put him somewhere around about where your Ventress is, actually, to be honest. Matt, search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Mine's wearing a hood. For that very reason. I think it's okay where it is. As far as faces go.
I think you're wrong.
Odd Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. I'll put him next to Mina Lensk. Right. One that I liked when it first came out, not so much now. Artemis.
You can see the CAD all over it.
Yeah, blatantly. This is like from the early stages of them doing CAD, and they hadn't quite got to grips with it. I think this might need to go fugly, like the high end of fugly. I don't think it's a good face at all.
The man who never gets his name pronounced correctly.
It is Artemis, isn't it?
It's a Termis.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How do you know this? Is it from an audiobook?
This is his fault from a stupid name.
Well, he's from the Inquisitor game, isn't he? Initially.
Doesn't answer the question.
Right. This one, missionary. Who
What?
Ooh.
quite a good face, this one, actually, I think. Especially when you compare that it's like in the same box as some of the stuff that's been in the Fuglies. Fugly.
I get they're trying to do like a shouting thing, but it looks like he's just about to be sick.
A bit of both. I mean, when you compare like to the one down in Fugly with the spiky hair, they're worlds apart. Like this one.
There's definitely like a retching thing going on with that one.
I mean, I think this is A personally.
I think it's okay where it is.
Carl has the deciding vote.
Yeah, I think B.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my executive powers to move it up a little bit in B at least.
Power
I
of
think
discarding.
I think it's better than this. There we go. Right. Here we go. Warhammer commemorative model. Can't remember what his name is. Not a good face. At least not painted well. See, I could just zoom in and make these look bigger, but it's a lot of effort. There we go. See it a bit better now.
I think that's sort of okay.
It almost looks
I don't mind it.
unfinished. Looks like somebody started making it out of clay and just didn't bother finishing him off. I sort of view him the same way as Ventress underneath him, really.
I don't know. It's one of those ones where I don't know if the paint job is doing the heavy lifting or the models.
Yeah. I mean,
that
and
I
that is
think
the other
it
thing
is.
that we do need to say. You know, obviously, this is only our own personal opinions, but we're right. And also, paint jobs go a long way to change things. You know, you can make
That's some that's some nice goggles.
I've seen somebody
Yeah,
make
they are.
bloody Gulliman half decent with painting. It can be done. But I don't think it's a good face, personally. I think it's pretty Uriel Ventress kind of level. Quite basic and unfinished.
I'm quite mad they did such a bad job with Uriel Ventress's face. I really like the character from the books.
So dumb, isn't it? Oh, I'll put him next to Centos. Right, this guy. This is the Imperial Guard of Veteran. Will be appearing next to DJ Halfling. Not bad, not great. I do think it would look better with a decent paint job.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't reek of CAD quite as much, though.
Yeah.
He does remind me of Frankenstein from Van Helsing. Frankenstein
Yeah.
monster
Yeah,
with the top of his head looks like it's missing.
I get that. Let's move him up a bit in B. Let's put him there. Right. Next, this one. I don't know where this is from. I don't know if anybody can help us out. Oh, I know this. You know, I think she was in the command squad. With the new Minalensk. But I also think it's not a good face. Not quite sure what it's going for, what it's meant to be. It doesn't look good.
I keep getting distracted by the patterning on her shawl, whatever that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
supposed to be
a
like,
tartan type thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's done.
It's nicely done. Yeah, very good texturing and stuff. But I don't think it's a good face. I don't think it's a good face.
No, it's not.
I don't think we're at Fugly, but I think it needs to go down to like C.
She's got the ears of the gem or the Vorta from Deep Space
Yes,
Nine.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Way in.
Right, let's get through these. Commissar. It's not bad, but he looks a bit weird.
Is that the one who's got the power axe behind his?
Yeah.
What?
It's a bit lifeless, this one.
I thought you were going to say behind his back, like he's just hiding it.
No, I think
Kind
I
of.
think this guy might have a sword.
The next one of you looks like you're going to flee in the opposite direction. You're losing a head.
Yeah, there's definitely a let the intern do it approach, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thing is, you can make good faces at this scale. It's been done so many times, so I don't know why they don't. I think, I don't know. I think with this one, to be fair, charitably, some of it could be the paint job and the fact the eyes look really weird.
They look very slanty, the eyes.
Fucking racist.
I'm not sure it's supposed to be.
I'm thinking he might be okay where he is, but like he's not going to make it any further up, if you know what I mean. Like he will always be the very end of B. Actually, no. When I look at it, I can't honestly say it's a better face than this one, even if this one doesn't look like a woman. So he's going to go here. Right. Valentin? Is it Valentin, this guy's name? The Custodes dude. Trejor, that's it. Trejor Valoris.
Close.
Was you thinking of Valdor?
I was, and yeah, he's only got a model in the heresy.
I don't think that guy's particularly bad.
No, I think he's right. I think he reminds me of Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. I think the feathers on his shoulder are stupid, but the head itself is
God,
fine.
yeah, I hate those, mate. Oh, they look awful. It's like, yeah, what fucking albatross did you kill? Yeah, I mean, I think he's sort of like maybe around here in A. I don't think he's superb, but I think he's pretty good. Right, this one, I was so confused over this one, not really quite sure what they were doing. The model is awful. The model is all sorts of bad. This one, but I want to know what you think about the face. It reminds me
like
of Richard O'Brien. I feel like he's gonna fucking go around the Crystal Maze, doing stuff. But yeah, I didn't think this was a good model, and I don't think it's a particularly good face. I don't think it's a terrible face, but I don't think it's a particularly good face.
What's the name of the character?
It's just a shield captain or something, isn't it?
What Shield Captain, Guardian of the Meth?
Yeah,
There's a
something
guy
like
from
that.
Game of Thrones that he looks like. I think it's
Oh, you're thinking of oh bollocks! It begins with a V.
Is it Samuel Tarly's dad?
No,
Thinking
I was thinking of the Master of Secrets.
Because I'm obsessed with Star Trek, to me he just looks like a Reman.
Varys.
He looks like a Reman.
Tom Hardy from Thingy, yeah.
Oh yeah. That works.
I don't think.
But
I think he's at like a C level. I think it's
Yeah.
Yeah, not.
maybe a bit better than that Sister of Battle. Right. This one. I've only got about a dozen left. Right, this is in the right face. Right,
Yeah,
that
it
one.
looks okay.
That one.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
Not a
looks
lot.
like a believable human being.
Yeah, not a lot wrong with that one.
Is that a Necromunda model?
No, it's not. It's another
Missionary.
missionary from the Sanctifier set.
I always really like the missionary models. I very taking law to the lawless and Judge Dredd sort of feeling.
Yeah. I really like that Sanctifier set. I need to get it. I didn't want the Kill Team set that it came with because I hated the stupid corn things with the metal legs.
Yeah.
But, I will get them separately at some point, and they can go in my Imperial Agents, Custodes type army that I've got. Right. Eisenhorn. Again, old model. Need to bear that in mind. But also don't think he particularly looks like Eisenhorn, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I've got this model somewhere.
Yeah, it's a nice model. It's an okay face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be inclined to bump it up. It's it doesn't have that stupid CAD forehead a lot of them have.
Yeah, you're definitely right with that. Yeah, like Chris says, does not look like Eisenhorn. No, I don't. He does not. I do wonder if Cavill's going to play Eisenhorn. I think he'd be a good Eisenhorn.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, he doesn't look like Eisenhorn, but it's still a pretty good face.
This is the newest one out of all of them. Another one that looks like he smelled a fart, unfortunately.
So someone's going to pay for doing it in the lift.
Yeah. An ultra fart. I really wish they'd painted his hair any other colour than white.
What, to match the earpiece?
Yeah, so fucking annoying that they've done that.
So it looks like he's got a hood on.
Yeah, like a sort of cap, like an old astronaut.
Yeah, well, he looks like an astronaut.
Yes, yeah, he does after take the helmet off. So he's got like that all like cap thing. Yeah, I really wish I hadn't painted his hair white. It's a bad choice. But again, the face.
Well, I kind of understand it. Like they've given him white hair because he's an ancient, which is the title of banner bearer.
There's no just for men in the 40k
No.
universe.
Just heretic.
I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't like the expression, but I think he's so much better than the other two faces that we've put up here. That I don't know. Maybe he's right. You know what, mate, guys? Maybe he's right where he belongs. At the end of B.
I think the Ultramarines have had a pretty bad showing out of this.
They have.
Yeah,
The best Ultramarine face so far is the Standard Bearer, which is very, very good. This Standard Bearer, not quite so much. He looks like that Hawk guy from Buck Rogers. Yes, he does. You're right. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, we'll leave him there for now. We can always move him about. All right, let's get another Gaunt's Ghost out of the way. This is Colm Corbeck. Mostly hair, not much face to judge. So I mean, there's not a lot you can say, but I mean, it looks okay. Like they've not gone mad with the painting on this one, so they've not done a lot with him. But he is mostly beard.
He looks a bit like you if you got kicked out of the house.
He does. He really does.
I was gonna say he looks a bit like Rambo before, just after they try and shave him.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, Colm Corbeck does look like what you'd expect him to look like. I've given that guy change for a coffee. He does look like he'd shout at pigeons, doesn't he?
If you were on the London Underground and he came walking through, muttering to himself, everyone would look at the floor.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's all right. I feel like the paint job's not really helping him here. I think there's nothing really. I think the assignment has been served. I think maybe stick him next to Rawn and also stop clicking on the actual stream so I don't keep stopping it all the time. So yeah, I'm thinking right in the middle here. No. Okay, there we go. In the middle there. Right. This guy, can't remember this guy's name. He's oh no, he hasn't got a name. This is just the head from the Custodes, not the Wardens, just the Custodian Guard, I think. If there's one thing that this exercise is proving, it is that not all GW faces are created equal. At all. Like, not even slightly.
Yeah, it's just it's not the worst one, but it's not.
It's fairly standard, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he deserves to go down to C.
When I look at that face, though, I can totally believe it's a custodian guard.
Yeah.
So it's at the Mohawk.
Yeah.
You know, I shudder to think what the first female custodian's model is going to look like. I really do.
Well, if the animation's anything to go by, shocking.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Another Space Wolf. We're getting near the end now. Definitely into single figures. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. I hope you've had a laugh. We haven't had loads of people turn up, but that's because we're not actually talking about anything. We're just speaking bollocks. At least that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's quite a nice Space Wolf as far as the Space Wolves go. I mean, this is quite good.
Yeah, it's well sculpted.
I think all of the new Space Wolves are good.
Yeah, most of them. I should have put some of the I should have put some of the wolfing in there, shouldn't I?
I do like that they've kept like the wild hair, like it looks like he's in motion.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's nice, man. I like the fact that they've not like gone way over the top and made him really wolfy or anything like that. Let's put him right next to his mate up here.
They look suitably feral, like the braids and like all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
It must suck if you're an Ultramarines fan, like 40k, and you see like the Dark Angel set and the Space Wolves and all that.
Exactly.
I mean, my chapter of choice, so I was always the Blood Angels, and they look horrendous.
Yes.
Like, Blood Angels and Ultramarines have been shafted for models recently.
Yeah. I still can't believe how bad that
Sanguinary Guard.
Right, this is another Space Wolf. This is the one of the new box that they released. The guys with the hounds, Hearth something or other, I think they're called, or Hunter something. I can't remember, but it's a damn cool face. I make a case for this to go to superb, gentlemen.
He's definitely the guy from Game of Thrones with a flaming sword.
Yes. Oh bollocks! Stannis? No, not Stannis.
Dondarrion.
Dondarrion. That's it.
Yeah.
Dondarrion.
Up and superb he goes. Voldus. Considering how old it is, I think this is a great face. Because this guy came out when Guilliman came out, because he was part of the Triumvirate, the Imperial Triumvirate.
That is actually pretty good. Speaking of people that look like astronauts.
Yes, he's definitely got the astronaut cap, hasn't he?
He's solid. Really good one, that one.
You know what? Actually, considering the age, I think this needs to go in superb as well.
He's 2017 he came out.
Yep. Let's stick him there. Right.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, he looks like a rather robust Walter Frey.
He's actually one of the last models of 7th edition.
Yes.
Because he came out during Gathering Storm.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, here we go.
Before the Great Fall.
Slightly unfortunate Grey Hunter here, who looks a bit like he's crying for some reason. Grey Hunter? Sorry, Grey Knight. Grey Hunters don't cry.
Nobody was looking anyway.
Awful.
Another one that looks like Walter Frey.
Yeah, this one really looks like Walter Frey, actually.
They've overemphasized like the line around the cheek to nose.
Yeah, like to the stage that it's nearly like a complete circle, isn't it? He's got to go down.
To the point he doesn't look believable. I'm not a fan of that one.
End of C. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it, let's put him with Fugly. But high end of Fugly. He's not as bad as some of the others, but he's pretty bad. Right. Okay, I don't want all the Ogrins to be last. Let's do the Ogrins. Yeah, I think the Dark Angels definitely did the best out of all the faces apart from Belial. And the hooded version of that looks better.
Very much so.
Face that only a mother or a commissar could love.
Whoever he's guarding, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad because he's ugly. I think it's bad because it's obvious CAD.
Yeah, it is quite obvious CAD. I mean, again, these are the early ones. This is when you got your ball grins, and they were very obvious CAD models before they learnt how to do the detail and dial it in properly. I mean, I'm not like fugly, but I'm also not thinking that this can really stay at B, if I'm being completely honest with you.
It definitely can't stay at B.
Let's stick him towards the end of C then.
Just curious for the guys in the chat, where in the world are you?
We don't judge.
Oh, no. I'm just curious where we're reaching to, that's all.
You know what? I've never looked at our demographics or anything like that, if I'm being honest. I know like 98% male. Hey, Risky,
That
how you
doesn't
doing?
surprise me.
Thank you very
It's
much.
because we don't show our faces enough.
But yeah, well, I mean, the hobby just skews that way. It really does. I'm not gonna get too deep into the weeds with that, but it just does. Right, this one might be Nork Degog. Southport. Isn't Southport where all the horrible bloody stabbings happened?
That took a turn.
Well, it did. I mean, it did, but I think
And
it
suddenly,
is.
Oh, Germany. Nice.
Oh, Germany, cool.
I actually kind of like that Ogren. I don't know why. He's
It reminds me of Sloth from the Goonies.
yeah,
Hey, you guys.
just model a baby Ruth in his hand or something.
He's living his best life, isn't he? He's living his best life.
Superman
I
t-shirt.
think we can leave him where he is. I think he's fine. This one, maybe not quite so much. What I did like about this one is this model is based upon Preacher Joseph from the Inquisitor game. So even though the face isn't amazing, I did really appreciate the fact they'd gone that way. And also, I think part of it may well be based on the paint job. This one, I don't think the paint job.
I don't think the face is that bad. I think the paint job is. He just looks like a mad old man to me.
Yeah, I think we'll just stick him in B somewhere. Somewhere. Right, we are getting there. Let's do the last Space Wolf. Risky, have you got any question you wanted to ask us, by the way, while we're here? I mean, we'll be here for another 15 minutes or so. It's getting on for the lads.
Yeah, I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
Damn.
I was up 4:30 this morning playing Dredge. I've slept at some stage in between now and then. I'm ill, so I'm just getting sleep when I can get it. It may well be COVID that Kirsty's brought from home from the bloody hospital again. Wouldn't surprise me. Right, it's a Space Wolf. Come on, guys. It's not as good as the other ones, I don't think, but it's still decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though.
Bad about it.
Let's stick him let's stick him next to the
See, what always seems weird to me is like if you look at the hair on the Space Wolf models, like it's done really, really well, and then when you look at the Ultramarine ones, it's like they completely just shit the bed again.
Yeah, they can't do that. It's almost like a crew cut type thing, and they just can't get it right. It just looks like somebody put a cow pat on their head.
Yeah.
Call it like I see it. Right, let's get this guy. This guy was from the it's a Kill Team box. I can't remember what they're called now. Star Striders? That doesn't sound 40k like, but I think it was Star Striders.
Ecclusian Star Striders.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a superb.
And he's got quite a cool face.
Yeah.
Looks like he
Yeah, I
means
quite like
business. We happy with Superb on this one?
I think so.
There's one guy, the officer, who's shooting with one hand out and a pistol. Looks almost exactly like Prince Philip, but I just couldn't get a good angle of it. Seriously. Right. We are down to the last few. So here we go. This guy, I think, is just a Castellan, I think they called him. Oh, for sure. Yeah, some are definitely. I mean, a lot of the System of Battle stuff looked rushed, I thought.
Not sure if a B or a C.
Oh, really? You don't like this one? What do you think, Carl? I thought this was a pretty good face, to be honest.
There's quite a lot of angles on it. Like he's got like a, I don't know, it's almost like a 90-degree turn on the side of his head.
I have no idea what's going on there. I presume it's like a comms array or something.
No. I mean, like it might be how they've done the highlights.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's, I think the paint.
It's got a corner.
Yeah, I think the highlights are actually dragging that head down.
I mean, GW do harsh highlights. I hate the way that GW paint muscles, where they put a line, they highlight muscles. I think it looks terrible.
Yeah, it's when they do highlights like they're painting armor.
I think he's okay. I'm going to put him, but I see your point. I'm going to put him in the seat. I'm going to put him right. At the top
He's not like appalling or anything. It's just yeah, I think the placement of highlights just kind of balls it up a bit.
Yeah, it's not a great paint. I mean, this is the other thing. Like Ruski was saying regarding timelines, I imagine it's exactly the same with painting. The painting really does change all over the place. The standard of the painting. There's some stuff they put out, and I'm like, that shouldn't be there. Again, to be fair to this is a very old model, but I don't think that's a good face.
Warlord Open Day.
Yeah, they do one every September.
I've never known anything about that. When is that?
I want to say it's third week in September, so very soon.
Yeah, it's probably this weekend then.
Yeah, it is always on the weekend.
Yeah, probably not for me this time round, but I would be interested in going maybe next year.
Yeah, man, do it. I'll meet you. Be good.
That's not a good face. On that
No.
game.
He looks like the guy from RoboCop who gets covered in acid.
What, before or after the acid?
After.
Yeah, in the toxic waste.
Kill me.
Splat.
Okay, hit him with a car and his head comes off.
Okay, last two. Right, here we go. Another Ogrin. I mean, it's an Ogrin, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I saw this bloke protesting in London at the weekend with a Union Jack flag.
Are you sure it wasn't an England flag?
That might have been.
Fucking hell. I actually don't mind that face.
I think it's all right.
For an Ogre.
Ruski, I can't guarantee I'll be able to get down to the Warlord Open Day, but if I can, I'll try and grab you one, man. As I was just saying to the guys, I think I've been given COVID by my nurse wife again for like the fucking 5th time.
Nurse wife.
Nurse wife, yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, that Ogrin, he looks like a million people I've seen down the pub.
He really does, doesn't he? He looks like Big Dave, West Ham fan. Let's stick him.
Yeah, he looks like he works at a market.
Yeah. Apples and oranges, pound a pound. Right,
5 lighters for £1.
and we're ending on this creepy-looking little cherub. What do we think? I think this one's all right. Obviously, there's nothing compared to the Mike cherub, but, you know.
Best life, Mike.
Best life, Mike.
Oh shit! That grumpy little bastard.
Isn't it? I love it.
superb.
I hated the retcon they made to cherubs. I really did.
Didn't even know they did.
Yeah, they're not made out of babies anymore. They're now vat grown, some bollocks or other. I don't know. Dead babies is clearly a step too far for GW. What do you think of the cherub? He's full of attitude. I think he's from the Devastator set.
Was he lugging a melter bomb or something?
Gammonzilla, yeah, it's Gammonzilla, isn't it? It really is. He does need. He needs a couple of tattoos on him. Yeah, the cherub. What do you think?
What, spelt wrong and a bulldog?
Yeah.
I think that's either an A or a superb, just because it's such a creepy little bastard.
Yeah, I think we can go for superb. There's not enough in superb, in my opinion. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
pretty
mean,
awesome.
just in terms of the model itself, it's good. I think they could have done with making it more pallid.
And for the
like, as a paint
record, those Devastators, those 5 Devastators that are as old as the hills, are 40 fucking quid.
They came out like 9 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, 2016 they came out. I remember I bought them.
Absolutely ridiculous. Right, so let's
The year before they killed 40k.
no, don't do that.
40K.
What are you
If
doing?
only they still did it.
There we go. So this is where we are. I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty good. My God, so many faces. So many faces.
Oh, those fuglies.
I think you might need to zoom out a bit to fit them all in now.
Jesus.
What are you doing?
Hang on. If I narrow the window down, it'll. There we go. It's almost like the man knows what he's doing. There we go. So as you can see, you know, I feel fairly good with that work there, lads. I think that's
Yeah,
pretty
some of my
safe.
finest work.
Sadly, none of the Sisters of Battle made it above C.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but superb. You know, we've got a couple of cherubs. We've got Mike Cherub. Oh, no. Look, there's a Sister of Battle. Superb. The Canoness.
Actually, yeah.
It's a nice face. The Dark Angels did very well.
Space Wolves consistently good.
Yep.
Yep.
Smurfs, not so much. New Martinus Colgar, absolutely atrocious. But I think, yeah, I think this is actually, in all seriousness, I think this is fairly accurate. I think that a lot of GW faces just aren't that great.
I'll tell you what makes me laugh about the Marnius Calgar one, right, is that they have the head as a file.
Yeah, just put the old head on the new.
Yeah. Why did they go to the trouble of designing a new Marnius Calgar head
Especially
with a
when it
better
looks so
haircut?
much more cartoony, man.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 20 years younger.
It's just ridiculous. I just,
What? Chapter Master Benjamin Button.
yeah. I just,
Curious
I
case
just,
of
I just
Marnius
can't with
Calgar.
the face. I really can't. But in general, yeah, I think GW fail on female faces more often than not, and I think obviously it depends on the designer, but there's a lot of companies that do much better faces than GW.
The weird thing is that they've proved they can do it. Because, like I said, the Sisters Battle Squad looks awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they're
mean,
really,
you know,
really well done.
all these ones in Superb just look great, and they're not all old models either. You know, that Cherub's fairly old. I think the Mike one. Oh no, actually no, that's fairly recent.
To be honest, Al, we have to, in the fugly category, we have to give an honourable mention to the old metal slave women on Asphodel Vex. They were shocking.
Oh, the Botox specials.
They were awful.
Yeah, they were pretty awful. Another one that would absolutely go in Fugly and probably right at the bottom of Fugly would be Primarch Gulliman. I am a little bit sad and ashamed that I didn't get him in there for some reason.
Some things are best left forgotten.
Might because I didn't see him on the website. But yeah, that's one where you would go helmeted option every time. And a few of these are really old. The Catechins are really old. It's not really fair to judge those so harshly. But there are some that are really bad.
The Space Marine, the Horus Heresy Resin Centurion, In Mark III power armor, he has one of the ugliest faces I've ever seen on a model.
Well, we might do a Horus Heresy one another time. Certainly, there's other races to be explored, other ranges to be explored. I was going to do like all of it, but this was just the Imperium.
Yeah, how much time do you think we have?
Exactly. So I thought, you know what, we'll leave it at just the Imperium. But yeah, I think that's a fairly decent evening's work, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
Actually, Carl, on that subject, I think one of the weirdest heresy marine models I've ever seen was the Alpha Legion guy with like the troll face.
Yes.
The helmet, isn't it?
Is he Alpha Legion or is he White Scars?
I think it's Alpha Legion.
I know the one you mean, the helmet. It looks like it's got troll face.
Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one looks really weird. Yeah, it's just got like a snarling face on it for some reason.
Yeah. Problem?
Yeah.
We want a Xenos head bonus round at some point. Absolutely. Yeah, it didn't take me long to put this lot together, to be honest. And there are some outstanding Xenos faces. Xenos faces out there.
Xenos, Warrior Princess.
A lot of the Dark Eldar ones are really good.
Yep. They are. I mean, I think a lot of them have been changed now. I think we've got a new Eldar Guardian kit, didn't we? Because some of those Elder Guardian faces, like I said, there's one that's like John Lennon. And I was just like, what the hell? But yeah, I'll consider it a request.
A slight cop out to do it for Necrons.
Well, yeah, we'd leave the Necrons alone. I think Tyranids as well. Not really much point.
Just roll Tyranids and Necrons into the same one and just say which ones are shit and which ones look good as an overall design.
You've got
Cryptex look great.
I mean, some of the bloody Votan aren't brilliant, if I'm being honest with you. So you've got those, you've got Eldar, you've got Dark Eldar. And then when we get to Chaos, it's going to get really funny. Some of the Orc faces are amazing. I think it's Snickrot. Oh, one of the best faces. So good. So yeah, there'll definitely be some Orc ones in there for sure. And Tau.
I actually like the current Gazgol.
Yeah, new Gazgol's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, with Orcs being one of the starter sets in the new edition of 11th edition, if rumours to be believed, then that hopefully means that they'll get a nice boost in sort of cheap troops numbers because they need it. They desperately need it. So
they're one of those armies that could really do with an easy build option set of Orcs.
Dude, as I've said, with my 13 Grognard things that I would do for Warhammer, easy to build options for all the armies. Every single army gets 2 troops, a character, and a light vehicle, as easy to build. And then all of that gets put in a box for 60 quid.
Easy to build is not something that generally appeals to me, but I would totally have no issue with them popping it out for a lot of the armies.
Yeah.
There's some people that don't want to take half an hour to put together a single model. They just want to blip, blop, put it in a thing.
Yeah,
and you still have the options to buy the more advanced stuff. You're just giving them a cheaper buy-in. I think having a £105 combat patrol is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
£105, please.
If you don't want easy to build stuff, don't get the Mark II Marines. Christ, they're lovely models, but the parts on the sprue are all over the place. Like nothing is numerically near each other on the sprue.
And again, that's the thing that I would change. It's like the Cadians, 30 quid for 10 Cadians. Oh, congratulations! You've got like what, I don't know, 120 points, 30 quid. Thanks.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And you buy your combat patrol. That's £105, please. So you're also going to need clippers. You're going to need glue. You're going to need spray paint, and you're going to need paints.
I think things like Imperial Guard should come in boxes of 20 and be about 30 quid.
Always used to. So yeah, I would have starter sets at 60 quid each. They're all easy to build models, dirt cheap to produce, to put together, and then you can get them up to 100 quid or whatever by doing some paints and stuff. And then you'd have people just might actually stick around for a little bit. I don't know. It might not work, but
I've always thought with the Christmas boxes, rather than doing like one of these ridiculous, a bunch of jump pack Space Marines together or something like that, do something like a combat patrol, but has paint like your basic paints for that kit, like your basic Ultramarine paints. Like you can do 5 of them; it doesn't matter. A brush, clippers, and glue all in one box, the whole lot. So you've literally got a complete build-it-yourself box.
Yeah. But they're not really marketed as starters at all. They know that they'll be snapped up by existing
No, but I mean,
hobbyists.
as a Christmas kit, that makes absolute sense because it's going to be bought as a present for someone.
Generally, what you'll find is that stores will put those bundles together themselves. Or at least that's what we used to do back in the day. So what
Yeah,
we
it just
would do
blows
is
my
we
mind
would-
that
we
Games
would
Workshop
literally
don't
have
do
a
that.
bundle that you could pick up. We'd put together as staff. I'd still have to scan it all through separately or whatever. But what would happen is the manager, Dave, who's dead now, so he's not going to mind me saying anything, would basically, depending on how much they bought, they'd get like a little freebie kind of thing. He just no loss of freebie in. Yeah, you just do it that way. I just think that I don't know, man. Maybe we are just out of touch, but I generally think that if I hadn't already have 40k, I wouldn't get into 40k. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd look at the cost of it and I'd just be like, no, this is insane. There's so many other hobbies out there that I could do and get a similar fulfillment that aren't Warhammer 40,000. Especially with the way it looks at the moment, it wouldn't drag me in so much.
I think if I was looking at Warhammer 40,000 today, it wouldn't appeal to me. Like if I was fresh to it and I like not Horror Heresy, anything like that, just 40k. If I looked at that, I'd be like, this is a bit cartoony for my tastes.
Yeah.
I always like things when they're more like the reason I like Horror Heresy more is because it takes itself seriously. All the jokey stuff and the humour stuff is not really in Heresy.
No, I agree, and I don't want it to be. I've said many times I am happy to let go of 40k if needs be. If they do come and bring out female Space Marines, I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do what you want with 40k. I'm happy to jump off. That's not a problem.
I mean, I see things like the like the little cutesy gene stealer messing with potions and all that with the gene stealer cults box.
That's all for girls, I swear.
Yeah, and then you've got like snotlings everywhere.
Yeah, same as the nurglings and that kind of stuff.
I hate it. I hate all of it.
Kirsty has no interest in Sisters of Battle at all. She likes
when I see
Tyranids and Orcs and Nurgle.
When I see the Nurgling wearing the Mark III helmet, I can't deal with it.
Sorry, say again?
The Nurgling wearing the Mark III helmet on there.
I mean, I don't mind that kind of thing very much as an outlier. It's when that tends to be the overarching theme of the army, like Nurgle. Nurgle don't look scary. They look stupid.
I don't like the attempts at humour. It always takes me out of it, like the sloppity bile piper and stupid shit like that.
And they've misread Nurgle in my opinion, because they said like there's a line in, I think it's The Lost and the Damned, where Nurgle has the Nurgle beasts, and they say they bound over like puppies to play with their their victims, as it were, and then get upset when they die from the toxins and then bound off looking after something else. And I'm like, that would be so much more horrific if they don't look stupid, cute and friendly.
Yeah,
make
and
them
everything
look
having a shit-eating grin. It's
just make them look fucked up, and yet they do that anyway. That's 10 times more horrific. I don't want cute Nurgle. I just don't. They shouldn't look cute. Nothing in 40k should look cute. Absolutely nothing. And the Nurglings, yeah, they got that gremlin kind of look to them, and
that's the point, Carl. I still need to give you your Nurgling plushie.
I'll burn it.
I won't lie. I did get one of those for Kirsty.
I will, if one of those ever turns up in my mailbox, I will film burning it and Alan can upload it as a video.
Million views right there. million views. Yeah, I mean, GW are making it into a brand. We all know that. We all know that they're just going to keep slapping GW, Space Marines, and that kind of Warhammer on things, and that's what they're doing. It wouldn't surprise me if the amount of money they make from miniatures has drastically dropped, and the amount of money they make from everything else, including video game licensing and all that kind of thing, has just rocketed through the roof.
I think the
It's
single
just the way
best
of
thing that can
things.
happen to Warhammer 40,000 is for it to become less popular, stop being a fad, because it means Games Workshop will work harder and try harder to keep it going.
Now, be honest, especially with the Amazon series, do you see that happening?
Eventually, because all things burn out. I mean, look at superhero
Eventually,
movies.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, like, within the next 5 years, I don't.
No,
I don't.
no, not. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. I think it's going to get not as popular as Marvel. I just don't think the license is that appealing to enough people. But I think it's going to peak. It's going to get to a peak point, and then people are going to treat it as a fad, and people are going to get bored of it.
Well, it gets a saturation point. They'll water it down until it becomes so bland it's unrecognizable, and then people, because of that, people will move on to the next shiny thing.
Whatever that is. And then there are other options out there. You've got Conflict 47. Conflict 47 is a viable choice, alternative to this. It's a weird World War III type game where the World War didn't end technically, and the Nazis basically there was a rift and everybody got weird technology and just kept war going.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the absolute correct direction has been Trench Crusade.
Trench Crusade, yeah. Still waiting for my rulebook on that one, but Trench Crusade looks pretty good. I think we'll get the Amazon series because GW have put too much money into it to not to the Amazon series, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be good. I would have never have done a live action series. I'll be honest with you.
No,
I would have licensed it out to one of these absolutely insane animation studios. Like DreamWorks or something like that, and I would have said, right, make me the best 40k movie you can, animated. And I would have got brilliant voice talent in to voice all the actors, voice all the characters, and I would have done that. I would never have made a live action Warhammer 40,000 movie. I think that's a really, really dumb idea.
You would have done Ultramarines then?
Sorry?
You would have done Ultramarines then?
Imagine Ultramarines, but good. Basically. But yeah, that's what I would have done. And I would have got literally Hollywood type talent in. Imagine something a bit like the Mario movie that we got. I know the Mario movie wasn't brilliant, but that kind of quality with that kind of voice talent, and I would have gone that route. I would not have done a live action series. I think a live action series is just not a good idea. Really don't. I think there's so much you could do with animated movies that would just do the job so much more better. My God, I apologise. So much better than this live action, because live action takes so long to plan, and then you've got to get the sets together, and then you've got to get all that kind of thing. And you don't have to do that with animation. Animation, you visualize it, you animate it, and you get the voice actors to do their thing.
I just don't think it's going to live up to the expectations I would place on it, and I would rather not have it.
Yeah, I never wanted to. I mean,
Alien Earth, is that you?
Yeah.
Don't. I'm reviewing that, by the way, on my other channel. Feel free to check it out. It's an exercise in torture.
Yeah, he's punishing himself.
Yeah, it's not even like I'm getting loads of views out of it. I'm like 6 episodes in, about to review episode 7. So I'm like, well, I might as well finish it off. But it's been horrific. And the worst thing, guys. The worst thing is that I've got to watch each episode like 2 or 3 times to make sure I get all the fucking details.
Well, the funny thing is, you're putting in more work than the people that wrote it.
True. Yeah, I can't see the writing talent being able to do it like Disney's Blade movie. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my main problem, or my main concern with the 40k thing is people are going to look at it and they're going to look at it as like, here's another IP that we can use to force whatever our message may be. And no matter how much Henry Cavill tries to fight that, a certain amount of it's going to get through, and we'll just have to see how much.
The problem is 40k is a dystopian nightmare, and current writing is not going to accommodate that.
No, it's not. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we might get something by the end of the year. but I'm not excited about it. I mean, is anybody excited about the Amazon series?
No, not one bit.
Curious.
Curious, yeah. I have a morbid curiosity, but I'm not excited about it at all, unfortunately.
The closest animation I've seen to something I really rate is Death of Hope.
Yes, Death of Hope was the gold standard for me. But at the same time, Death of Hope is the kind of thing that Games Workshop would never, ever, ever make.
No, and they were so shifty about it all. They contacted the guy that wrote it, and I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I was talking to him about it, and they actually put him off doing any more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they would just bastardize it, they would destroy it, they would water it down. I mean, look at Astartes 2. We've got that brilliant trailer for Astartes 2 with all the Firstborn stuff, and I was like, oh my god, there's no fucking... They were like, this is just a concept teaser. The actual series is going to be Primaris, and I was just like, fuck. It's like literally that Henry Cavill Witcher moment. Fuck. Just, yeah. Yeah, it was announced 3 years ago, but they only finalised the contract at the beginning of this year. So they've only just started working on it properly. They're still only at the stage at the moment of hiring writers and actors and that kind of stuff. If the rumours to be believed, Brad Pitt's been approached.
Christ.
Well, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I could see him in the series. I don't know, man. This is why I would have done the animated route. It would be done by now. It'd be done. You could have, imagine how cool an animated version of the Battle of Macragge would be. Literally.
Yeah, I mean,
you haven't got to worry about setting up all loads of lore or anything like that. You have the bit at the beginning that gives you the spiel that you get at the start of all the books.
If you had the money and you had the writers that were going to be faithful to it, you could really do some Game of Thrones level shit with the Horus Heresy.
Yeah. But I would start off by just doing a kick-ass sci-fi movie. I really would. Be like Starship Troopers, but 40k. Literally, I would do the Battle of Macragge. That's what I would do.
I always pretty much treated Starship Troopers as a 40k movie.
Yeah, pretty much. I think everybody did. That's why GW paid for everybody to go see it when it came out.
Yeah, did you notice how the Cadian Guard suspiciously started looking more and more like the troopers from Starship Troopers?
I don't know what you mean.
After that film came out.
No similarity there at all. Next, you'll be telling me the original Hormigans were based on aliens, xenomorphs.
I'd like to know more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would have done animated. I would have done like top fucking notch animation, and I would have just done something really easy to absorb. And I would have done Macragge personally. That's what I would have done. Tyranids invade, give space when you're kicking.
Expect.
Sorry?
He said that it's going to be bad, just like The Witcher. That is exactly what I'm expecting.
Unfortunately, this is what I'm expecting. Yeah. I don't trust Amazon. That's the problem. It's not Henry Cavill I have a problem with. I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill will bring out something brilliant because he's old school and he is a genuine nerd. But I just know that
Amazon, Netflix, or Disney, any of those get hold of it, it's done.
He will be getting it from every single angle constantly. Henry, can we change this? Oh, how about we do this? How about we do this? How about do we do this? And it's just going to be such a nightmare. I mean, I would love to see it. I'd love for it to come out and be the bollocks. I just don't see it.
I would like to be proved wrong.
Especially when I look at the vast majority of what we've had from Warhammer Plus, and I don't think the writers are there, let alone anything else.
You've just got to look at you got Alien Earth. You got potentially this fourth season of The Witcher. Got Rings of Power, whatever that is.
I still can't believe they're doing the third season of that. I honestly thought they just cut their losses.
And Wheel of Time, and you just look at how people who are actual proper fans of the source material look at those.
Yep.
And the chances are it's going to be just similar to that.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be shit.
To this day, I refuse to watch any Rings of Power whatsoever.
I
You
watched.
missed nothing at all.
I
Yeah.
don't need to see a single episode to know it's dog shit. I know enough to know it's down the toilet.
There are very, very few adaptations of material. I mean, God, just look at Star Trek at the moment. Look at what Star Trek is. Look at Star Trek Academy.
Don't
Look
get
at
me
Star
started.
Trek Starfleet Academy, and look at that, and just
Despair.
that's the future I see for 40k. Unfortunately.
We've got this Hunt for Gollum coming out at some point as well, haven't we?
Yay! A film based upon 2 paragraphs in the book.
Which was an odd choice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate slightly though, because against all odds, I actually really liked Rogue One, and it was based off of a throwaway line.
Yeah.
Rogue
No, I
One is
love
amazing.
Rogue One.
favourite
Rogue
Star
One's probably the best thing that Disney done along with Andor.
To me, it's the only thing Disney have done.
Solo.
Like for Star Wars.
Didn't mind the first season.
Oh, I hated Solo.
Didn't mind the first season. Didn't mind the first season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was good as well.
Yeah, it was good. It was kind of when it was low stakes.
It was a tribute. That's what it was.
When
No,
they made
it
the
won't be
Grogu
done.
show,
It
I
won't be done
tuned
in the
out.
style of pre-edition 40k. It'll be modern 40k. It'll be modern 40k. It'll be modern 40k. It'll have all the representation that you expect in it. It will be a modern series in every single way with the veneer of 40k. That's what I'm expecting. That's what.
Yeah,
I'm
the funny
expecting.
thing is, Space Marines are always portrayed as like these heroic defenders of humanity, but when you look at what they are, they're absolute, barely controlled psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like they're not good guys. No one in 40k is a good guy.
No. No.
Even the
I mean, the
Tau
Space Marines
are
are probably
really
yeah,
insidious.
Yeah, I mean, none of the Xenos factions are good. None of them. They all want humanity's downfall, and because humanity is the perspective of the 40k universe, they are all automatically evil. That's it. I'm sorry. That's the end of it. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you're a Tau Weibo, fucking big titty Tau lover or whatever. The Imperium are the good guys because it's been told from the Imperium's perspective. But
Yeah, it's
the
all
Imperium
propaganda. That's the point.
are not good people. They're the good guys of the, but they are doing what has to be done to keep humanity alive. Everybody is doing what humanity has to be done to keep humanity alive, and that includes Space Marines, which, as you say, are psycho killers. There's probably this image, this propaganda that goes around of Space Marines being these heroic people, these heroic angels of the Emperor. But I imagine that when you see them fighting in real life, and I think this was covered in a book,
I think it's in 30k.
it's very different.
It's in
So-
the heresy ones, yeah, where the remembrances are like, we preach all this goodness and stuff, and then when they actually see Marines in action, they're just like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
There's a
absolute.
Black Library novel where they're talking about the Space Marines, and there's a whole section where they basically say Space Marines are the kind of people that would never have survived in society. They were just simply too dangerous, too unpredictable.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Imperium have taken them and turned them into what they are now.
And I always preferred the whole idea that when they went like, there's 1,000 chapters, that's 1,000 times 1,000 Space Marines, 1,000,000 Space Marines. It's like one per world for the Imperium, and they somehow just about managed to hold the tide, and that was perfect. It never needed to be any more than that. And then we got Cool turn up with his magical fucking Primaris bullshit Marines, and everybody got loads of reinforcements. And I was just like, well, you've just made it shit again now. And no matter how much you try and convince me that we're at that 2 minutes to midnight area, it just doesn't feel like it ever. Looking at the current narrative, we started off this edition being told that the Tyranids are on their way to Earth. Are they? Could have fooled me. Apparently they got to Segmentum Solar. It's not been mentioned since.
And it never will be.
And it never will be. Silent King came back, done absolutely fuck all, unless you want to read some obscure fucking Black Library book.
Hey, we've got this really cool Demon Prince guy called Vashtor. He's gone.
Yeah, that was a shit
Good.
model.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. It does feel like it's just a brand. There's knocking out a brand. I kind of feel like you've seen Spaced, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
kind
the
of feel
band?
like I kind of feel like Simon's character in that. You know, where he's having a go at the toy, the child in the comic book shop. You know,
You weren't there in the
You
beginning.
don't understand. You weren't there at the beginning. It's all just a toy to you. You make me sick. Get out. It does kind of feel like that sometimes because it is so far removed from what it was. But yeah, maybe some of that is nostalgia, like, you know, rose tinted glasses and stuff. Like Matt said, frequently we do get models these days that some of them are things that we could only dream of back in the day. You know, if you told me back in the day that we'd get a plastic fucking knight, I'd be like, you're on crack, mate. No chance. But yeah, I don't know. I can't completely write off. We have Bill Bailey's his boss, yeah. Yeah. And then when he wants to get fired, it's like, Babylon 5's big pile of shit. Get out. I need to watch Spaced again. But yeah, I think it's part of the I think it's part of the rite of passage of being a grognard is just seeing it change. Do you know what I mean? Just
What makes you grumpy?
yeah, pretty much. And it's the same with everything. It's the same with, you know, it is the same with Star Wars. It is the same with Star Trek. It is the same with all these things. And I suppose you just got to be like, well, at least we've still got the old stuff. And with GW, at least we've still got 40k. Do you know what I mean? So 30k,
can,
30k.
Sometimes I'm kind of like, maybe I should have just followed my dad into doing model railways instead, because you can't really change your steam.
Can't fuck with that too much, can you?
No, it's all been done. So, you know, there's no law. It's just what was.
Yeah, it is the intent of the people at the heart of it that bothers me. And when you have people whose intent regarding agenda or political persuasion or anything like that supersedes the desire to do something well, then I think you're in big trouble.
I don't care how much money you have or what rights you think you own or what licensing or any of that. Spock didn't have a half-sister.
No, he didn't.
You'd have thought that sort of thing would have been mentioned before at some point.
Yeah, don't. The amount they've made Spock fucking to sleep. Like, without turning it into a Star Trek thing, right? So there's this episode of Strange New Worlds where, and you remember, like in the old days in the original series, they'd have like surgical makeup to look like something, and then they'd go down to the planet. In this, they get an injection that turns them into Vulcans. And straight away, they're all like, oh, I'm so logical. Oh, Spock, you're some kind of half mutant. I have no emotions.
That's absolutely not how Vulcans work.
It's wrong. Vulcans require decades, and I mean decades, of mental conditioning to control their emotions. It's not they don't have emotions. They control their emotions.
Aren't they all slightly mad?
They're all fucking savages. They're mental. So what should happen...
They've got the same backstory as the Eldar.
Yeah. So what should happen when they're injected with something that turns them into Vulcans is they should all turn into absolutely insane emotional savages. But because the people who don't understand Star Trek are writing Star Trek, and they're like, oh, this is just going to be funny, we'll let them like walking around like robots and stuff.
They're doing an episode where they're puppets, aren't they?
Oh, don't. I can't.
Yeah.
Watch Star Trek Continues is way better. But yeah, I mean, fingers crossed it won't ever get to that stage with 40k.
Watch Prelude to Axanar.
I'm hoping that 40k weathers the worst of it, or not 40k Warhammer. I have resigned myself to 40k being lost, and there'll be bits I pick from it, but it'll never be like it was in the old days. It'll never be like it was in the old days. Thankfully, they've given us 30k, because 30k for Horus Heresy proved spectacularly popular. And they've given us that, and we just have to hope that doesn't get fucked with too much.
Well, even then,
honestly, when they turned around,
the community has fought back on that one.
When they turned around and said
pretty hard.
Female Custodes has been there since the beginning, I was just like, fuck off, you cunts. If you want to bring them into 40k because you think it's going to make money and make people happy, all right, fair enough. You can even
sounds like
there's even a
some,
way to do it.
Some Facebook deleting nonsense there.
Well, apparently it was the same guy that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, chocolate. Of course it was.
But yeah,
Warhammer
don't
community
go,
famously editing posts.
Don't go
after the fact.
retconning fucking 10,000 years of established law. Please, just fuck off. And I'm sorry, Aaron Dembski Bowden, you can fuck off as well, saying you're going to put them in your book. Seriously, just no. Stop fucking retconning shit. Fuck off. You know, there's cool female characters. You've got the fucking Sisters of Silence. You've got Luratastan. You know, it's not like they're not there.
Ain't funny, but I think Aaron Dembski Bogan just unsubscribed. Nice one, Al.
It's a shame, man, because I do generally quite like a lot of his books, but I feel strongly about that. Stop retconning shit from ages ago. It's like Star Trek. Stop making fucking prequels. Do something after the Dominion War. Stop making everything beforehand shit. Alien Earth. You've made a new TV series 2 years before Alien.
It's awful.
2 years before Alien. And Carl, they've got pulse rifles.
Of course they have. They probably invented them in the show.
But they only had prototype pulse rifles in Alien Romulus.
Yeah, that didn't happen either, though, so that's fine.
It's just like, oh, it's so bad. I don't know. I feel like, you know, the Red Letter Media guys, it's like, how does it feel to just see all of your beloved franchises be destroyed one by one? It feels fantastic.
It's weird, though, because, I mean, we talk about all this stuff, but there's never been more than 3 Alien films.
No, yeah. I'd give you that. Alien 1, 2, and 3. 3's underrated. I'll die on that hill. Fight me.
I've always said, like, I really wish they made a third Terminator film.
Yeah.
They've never done it.
Yeah. Yeah, they could give a Sisters Battle. Yeah, put the Sisters of Battle in a launch box. I'd be cool with that. Honestly, I'd be cool with that. Rather than Space Marines. Do it.
Not Space Marines, though, is it? So it's not going to work.
You know?
Yeah, there's no way they ever release a box set that doesn't include Space Marines.
Or like, you know, rather than
they're not going to change it now.
rather than making Custodes female, why not do something with the Sisters of Silence? Give us a load more of those.
Well, you can't do that because then they can't talk in a TV show. And heaven forbid you have women on TV. And they can't talk.
You've watched my Amazon. You've watched my Amazon video.
it was just a bit obvious.
With my very, very bad impression of Henry Cavill.
Imagine that in a meeting. Oh no! There's this really cool armored ladies who do sign language and stuff called the Sisters of Silence. They're like, did you say sign language? Yeah. Oh, that's very inclusive. Well, I definitely will be able to do it. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Did you say silence? Yeah. Do they talk? No. Oh, we can't have that.
That's pretty much exactly what my video. That's exactly what the video's like. So yeah, thanks. Yeah. But no, I mean, like seriously, that probably took place. They're like, oh, we need to have some, you know, we need to have some female characters in this, some, you know, females kicking ass, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a silence. Cool. Oh, but they don't talk. No. Oh, well, that's problematic. We can't have that.
Exactly.
You know, and maybe, I don't know for sure, but maybe that's why you got female custodians. I don't know, man. I mean, at the end of the day, GW are going to GW, and we either fucking just hang on, or we vote with our wallets and step off. And it is that simple. For all the talk of gatekeeping and all that kind of stuff, GW control the franchise. They can do what.
The one thing I do think is with 3D printing increasing equality all the time, at some point it's going to become user friendly and accessible enough that it's going to threaten Games Workshop. And I look forward to that day.
It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? It will be interesting because there's so much saturation in their model range now as well, like an insane amount of SKUs now when it comes to the plastic models. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if there was not far off like a total of like 1,000 model kits or something that you could buy across everything, all of Age of Sigmar, all of 40k, all of 30k, Blood Bowl, Necromunda, all that lot. Wouldn't surprise me if there's probably like 1,000 different SKUs. And you have to say, like, how long can you sustain that? You know, as 3D printing gets more and more, you know, is somebody going to go and pay 130 quid for a Dreadnought? Oh, not Dreadnought, sorry, like a a Gargant, like one of the giants, or are they going to print one for $5? You know,
That's it.
Kind of makes me sad that I'm old enough to look at a Gargant and go, "God."
Yeah, that's not an orc. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, they make great models, and like the cafe range. I thought the new cafe range was lovely. I really did. I thought that was great. I was like, yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I just have to keep an eye on it, really. We're going to be here regardless. We're always going to be doing what we do, and we're always going to be doing our hobbies and that kind of stuff. Carl, you just end up painting like another squad of Tartarus Terminators, was it?
Cataphracti, but I'm currently No, not yet. I'm currently working on 2 javelin speeders, a bunch of jet bikes, and a master of descent.
Cool. So yeah, there's always stuff being done. I've got Cool Team Tomb World downstairs that I'll be getting around to at some point.
Yeah, I'll put the Geomancer together. It's a nice model.
Oh, I love that model. So nice. Looks like a bastard to put together, though.
It's not too bad, but you have to be really fucking careful when you're trimming bits off for the spindly bits.
The spindly bits, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll just see what it does. I mean, maybe there'll be a sea change and everything will turn out awesome and we'll have a return to the glory days. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think GW in particular have always been particularly stubborn and intransigent when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I don't see them changing that, at least not while they're making money. If the money drops massively, but how many boycotts has the fandom announced over the years? I've lost count. They keep making money no matter what happens. They keep making record profits and they keep putting the price up, and people keep buying until that ends and changes. Nothing is going to change on Games Workshop's part. So, as I say, you just kind of either stick to it or whatever. But I'll always prefer Mark 7 to Primaris. I'll always prefer my old tactical Marines to anything Primaris, and same goes with a lot of the Tyranid stuff. I don't like the Neuro stuff and anything like that, and quite often when they invent new stuff, it's just for the sake of it. It just doesn't seem right. And I also don't like what they've done to the Dark Eldar. So, yeah. See what happens. But I think we'll wrap it up around about there, guys, because that's actually 3 hours worth of streaming. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. I know you guys have got work to get to and that kind of stuff.
Cole, do you work on Fridays?
I don't work on this Friday, and I plan on sleeping a lot.
I wondered why you were still here.
I was going to say, I didn't expect you kind of to have bailed by now, but I appreciate you didn't. We had, in all honesty, fuck all people join us tonight. We'd very much enjoy who was here, though, in the chat, though. Thank you very much indeed. As I say, it was just a random 2-year birthday stream. I'm quite proud that we've made it 2 years.
I could almost say we had a cult following.
Yeah. We will get to 1,000 subs eventually. When we do, we'll do some kind of cool little merch drop. And in the meantime, I guess we'll be back with another video soon. Monday, Matt, do you fancy having a look at that Angels of Death Codex?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, unless GW does something to spectacularly shit the bed in the meantime. Are you about on Monday for that one, Carl, or?
I'll have to get back to you. I'm not sure at the moment.
Yeah, no worries, man. Just let me know either way. But we'll go with that. And for now, we'll call that, guys. And we will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me on.
No worries, dude. Anytime. Bye.
Cheerio.
See you later.